Check. 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 And we are up, in theory. My stomach is unhappy at me, but...
It says on my screen, waiting for Royal NYR 54.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Just refresh your page.
I refreshed it to even get that to show up when he claimed he went live.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Alright, I think it's up now.
Alright, Cody, if you want to share that link, you can.
Oh, hey, that's actually a neat freaking
Yep,
setup
I'm
you got
working
this
on it.
time, Morgan. Holy shit.
Yeah, I improved it a little bit, because Matt's camera is going to be, covering the clock at the bottom, and I actually kind of wanted a bigger clock the entire time. It's got that going for me.
Well, on a side note, while things are relatively quiet, before things really start up, I got a wind advisory now.
Oh, fun times.
Southwest winds 20 to 25 with wind gusts to 50. Hell yeah.
Wait, what about
From
me?
noon to 7 tomorrow.
No, I don't. I have a special weather statement for dense fog. Nice. Nice. Jeez. Okay.
Ah, fuck. Oh, demonetization. Sorry.
Yes. So, that's number one.
I'm sorry.
Good
Just wonder
start.
if Morgan ever had monetization.
Well, in the future I might.
I think in order to be eligible for monetization, I think you have to have 1K subs. I don't know.
Yeah, and 4,000 watch hours, which I'll get to
Okay.
eventually.
I'd say it's a bunch of watch hours, too. I remember legitimately the way Nate got there is he just had a bunch of his old streams playing in the background.
Alright, this is the early stages of everything, but just really getting into it here. Welcome everyone to another severe weather coverage live stream on the Royal Wire 54 channel. Hope you all having a fantastic day. Hope you all are safe. It's a big
High
priority.
risk.
High risk, indeed.
Yeah.
So, drop over here.
Hey, I am bot. What the hell was that?
This.
Morris
is
count
it?
updates here. Cancels Marion, continues Hamilton, win 60, hell 1 inch.
Seems legitimate.
Yeah, so dangerous setup across Dixie. High risk.
Alright, if y'all hear stuff behind me, that's because I'm in class, so please ignore that. So yeah, we're just going to ignore that and stuff like that, and we're really just gonna get into this. Hopefully, get a lot of viewership today, because that's the goal, just getting the word out, and this is going to be a very dangerous day. We do have a live chaser on hand as well, so for when the time comes, he'll actually be stationed on the corridor of Route 45, which is actually along the high risk between Macon and Tupelo in Mississippi. So, when the time comes, we'll have him on our fingertips, and my IM bot went off again.
That's a weird way to word that, but okay.
Thank you, Logan. Didn't need to. Fuck. Never mind.
I'm not gonna ask.
Just like.
Yeah, so pretty.
Whatever. So y'all will notice I have the clock. I have a clock in here on the right side now because Matt's camera is covering my clock at the bottom, which I would usually use in reference, and y'all can't see that. So now, I have that. What was I trying to say? I don't remember. Did Logan just get a new mic? Hey, it's not the only one. I'm not the only one saying that. The driver's on his freaking...
It's literally not a new mic. It's the exact same headset. I have no
It's
clue
the
what the hell
exact
happened.
headset. It's his Windows update screwed his computer.
I had to freaking reinstall an older version of the same driver. could have sworn there was something. Oh, technically.
All
this.
Yeah,
right.
so I'm about 40 minutes out from Macon, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got time.
Roughly 40. So I'm already looking around, though. I can already see like towers, but I'm pretty sure this is still convection, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it probably would be, honestly. There's stuff forming up and along your corridor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I should probably turn my Discord notifications back on.
Yeah,
it drops to
again.
55. I do see it.
I can't track today. I can't track today because my computer is drunk. Well, that's just nice. That's a great day for your computer to choose to take the day off.
Essentially.
Well, it's alright because apparently everyone's having technical issues. Because when I went to get in my class this morning, the website that allows me to join my class apparently decided to crash for everybody. So
That's fun. I haven't had any problems this morning. Not one.
I believe I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here.
Oh, crap. You want to know what I just realized?
what?
I don't have my pen tool open. This is uncool.
Great way to start the stream, Morgan.
Flood warning is extended for White Oak Creek near Talca. That is in Texas until March 28th at 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So you got another 3.5 days on that.
What is that?
Flood warnings. The thing that I hate.
Oh, fun.
So,
The thing
folks,
that you
I'm gonna
hate
just
is-
hide my pen tool behind everything here, so y'all don't have to see this eyesore.
Oh.
Apart from
And
the
now we
giant
have a
rock
great
inside of
view,
it.
and now we have great view of a brick wall by Matt.
Yes, that is an amazing.
That is
view,
the
Matt.
content you've come here for, ladies and gentlemen.
Look.
We want the
I
wall.
have to use the restroom, okay? Leave me alone. Y'all are toxic.
Jeez.
Alright, I have to use the restroom. Alright. I'll be back in a few.
Make sure to mute your microphone. Hey.
Oh crap, I just realized we have a sideways view of Cody's head on my stream
Hey,
now.
Cody!
Because Matt died.
Cody, wave hi to the viewers.
Jeez. God, help me. There we go. So yeah, y'all, I typically don't self-promote, especially during dangerous situations, but I ask. We're gonna have a chaser day, we're gonna have multiple people covering this. We had an entire meeting to plan this last night. This is a big event, this is gonna be very dangerous for those impacted. If you know anyone who's in the risk area, or you happen to know anyone who would even enjoy watching the stream, who wants information from it, spread the word of the stream, click the like button, subscribe so it helps the algorithm. Considering I'm only at about 350 subscribers, the algorithm is more important than y'all would think, especially considering when we get down to the thick of the storms, we're really going to have to make a big statement for people that are impacted by this. So it's really important that the word gets spread around, because we're going to have a live chaser on hand. We're going to have many people assisting throughout the stream. I may have to leave because I'm a great streamer, but we'll see how that goes when we get to it. So right now we got a few severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, mainly in Huntsville's jurisdiction, but there's one here that's just north and east of Birmingham. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect until 10:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time for Jefferson and West Central St. Clair counties for severe thunderstorms located along a line extending from 6 miles southeast of Wannota, to near Argo, to near Birmingham, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. So the storm motion of 55 is really what we're going to be expecting today. The Storm Prediction Center anticipates storm motion to be to the tone of 45 to 55 knots, probably up to the north and east, because that's where typical storm motion is going to be heading today, really all across the board. So really, we're going to be keeping that in mind for fast-moving supercells, and even the SPC worded it as such. that the path of any tornado that could form from a discrete supercell could be as long as its duration in minutes. So say you have a tornado on the ground for 30 minutes, it could be a 30-mile long path. So locations impacted by this in this severe warning do include Trussville, Leeds, Moody, Springville, Odenville, Centerpoint, Clay, Pinson, Margaret, Argo, Chalkville, Grayson Valley, Branchville, and St. Clair Springs. So if you guys are in that area, I just heed your precautions. Get into some sort of building to protect yourself from the impending hazards. I almost dragged that. Hello, good afternoon, good morning. It's 11:11. I'm having a moment.
Close enough.
Hello.
No, technically, Morgan, you can use the excuse it's afternoon universal time. So you can use that excuse.
My man says a point, ladies and gentlemen. Why is Mason calling me? Screw off. Oh, right. Someone wanted the link. Hello, good afternoon in universal time. I don't know why I want to say good afternoon. I'm used to streaming in the afternoon. I'm not used to streaming at 11 in the morning because we usually don't have this thread. Jeez.
I left on the letter.
Morgan, are you?
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm concerned.
Nothing at all, friend. Nothing at all.
Jeez. If we take a look at velocities on this storm, it's not really all too prominent. Again, this is just the early morning crap vection that we're talking about. That's really supposed to clear out within the next hour and a half or so. That'll give way to the line of supercell, so it's supposed to form and spread up and down Mississippi and potentially even into Tennessee. Flood advisory for Blount and Jefferson counties. That will be in effect until 1:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Wind advisory continues in Louisiana and Mississippi. That will be until 6 Central Time. Memphis continues flood warning for Mississippi River at Crawfordsville. That will be until April 5 at 3 a.m. So you have God knows how many days on that. Imagine being a ginger.
Like a week.
Can't imagine that. I definitely can.
That's like 12 days.
Hold up.
Good morning, y'all. Sorry I haven't been talking much. I've been working on getting things set up more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So here we go. Today is going to be an extremely dangerous situation of the likes that we have not seen in a long time.
Yes.
I live in Southwest Kentucky. What is the forecast? Southwest Kentucky. So you are actually
Enhanced.
Southwest Kentucky. You are either, if you're close to the border of Tennessee, you're in the moderate risk. However, most likely you are in the enhanced risk. So that includes a 10% chance for significant tornadoes 25 miles from a given point. It also includes a 30% chance of significant wind gusts in excess of 65 knots, 25 miles from a given point, and you're also in a 15% non-sig hail threat most likely, unless you're in the very southwestern corner of Tennessee, close to the border, or sorry, very southwestern corner of Kentucky, close to the border of Tennessee. You're likely not in that substantial of a hail threat. Your main threat's going to be for winds and tornadoes as you progress through the evening.
Mesoscale 252 just issued with a 95% probability of watching.
95? Yep, here we go. More flood warnings. Screw
By the way,
you.
It's
Yeah.
only 10:15 in the morning and we're already going to have a tornado watch. So,
Yep,
yeah.
Early storms from Mississippi into Alabama may become tornadic over the next few hours. So this mesoscale discussion is concerning the crap vection that's currently occurring in these areas that are north and east of the warm front. So here, let me pull this up.
Alright, let me get my stream back up.
So, as y'all can see, early storms from Mississippi to Alabama may become tornadic. This is the crap vection. They're talking about this corridor from Tuscaloosa up through Huntsville and around Birmingham. So this is going to be just east of Tupelo. The warm front's currently advecting further north, actually quicker than I was anticipating for this kind of scenario. I should actually have surface analysis open. I'm very prepared for this, folks, but this area and this corridor is really what we're going to be looking at for tornadic development shortly. So this is not even the PDS. This is not even what we're going to be talking about for later. This is the early morning crap that is transitioning into being tornadic. So, ongoing storms from Mississippi and Alabama may consolidate into supercells through midday. So it just goes to show what today could be like, and potentially.
We need your help to spread this. Share this link to this stream on Twitter. Share it everywhere that you possibly can.
Social platforms. It's a big thing. Stuff like that. So you can see the warm front is affecting north at this point, tied to both of the lows, and the cold front's going to haul east eventually. It's currently towards It's currently around Shreveport. It's going to push west eventually towards Monroe and eventually into Mississippi along the river. So we're gonna have to bear that in mind over the next few hours. Get back here. Good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. If anyone has any questions regarding location, intensity, if you live somewhere in and around this corridor, please let me know. I'll answer to the best of my ability. And I have to open Discord again because Matt started his stream again. So y'all can see.
You just gotta click on it.
So y'all can see Matt's camera in the bottom right here. It's right under my clock. So he'll have that going most of the day. Given no issues.
Can we get a report from that, from how it looks right now?
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, right above me, the sun's already poking out. I mean, it's been poking out most of the morning, which is not most people. The thing with one of the most common misconceptions during severe weather events is that when the sun is out, people tend to think that everything's okay, when that's not the case at all. It's the exact opposite.
No.
Especially on days like today, when the parameters are so high and we're in a high risk. When the parameters are so high like this and the sun is out, it's not a good thing in the slightest. The sun being out only adds to extra instability, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Like I said, you can see right here, the sun is poking out, the cloud cover is clearing out. We're already in the mid-70s here I'm in central Mississippi right now, and we're already in the mid-70s with dew points probably approaching the low 70s if I had to guess. I haven't had a chance to check lately, but if I had to guess, dew points are already approaching the low 70s, maybe high 60s. It's already very buoyant, very unstable outside, so today's one of those days. It's really serious. If you guys know anybody in this area, in Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, West Tennessee, anywhere in this region, you gotta let them know.
Anywhere that's really in the enhanced risk, basically outlined. They really need to be extremely weather aware today. Spread the word of the stream. Spread the word of Spread the word of the stream. Spread the word of anything that any of us are saying. Whether or not that transpires to what exactly is on the ground at a given point, we won't really know. But we'll figure that out as we go. Yeah.
Can I relay something released by the SPC?
Absolutely. Yep.
Some of the strongest wording that I've ever heard them use. This is an uncommon upper echelon parameter space. In such an environment, any relatively discrete supercells will be capable of multiple tornadoes, some long track and strong to violent, EF2 to 5 possible, with considerable destructive potential. A very moist boundary layer will also reduce potential cold pool outflow strength via less subcloud evaporation, so that even closely spaced storms may have substantial tornado threats.
So they're basically saying that even though storms are going to be close up on each other, it won't matter in this kind of environment.
Continuing on, forecast wind fields and model soundings reasonably suggest any sustained supercells and their tornadoes will be fast-moving 45 to 55 knots with individual tornado paths nearly as long in miles as their duration in minutes.
Which is something we haven't seen, and I mentioned that in the beginning, but that just goes to show what we're going to be expecting today. Yeah, Matko.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So if you guys didn't catch what Cody was saying, how he was saying that their lengths will be almost the same time as their duration, that essentially means that a tornado could be on the ground for 60 miles for 60 minutes. Essentially, is what that's saying. If it was kind of confusing, it confused me at first too until I read it back a few times. So if anybody was confused on what that meant, yeah, the SPC is basically saying that there could be a tornado on the ground for 60 minutes for 60 miles.
Yeah. So
what that means. So
yeah, and that's approximate. That's not exact, but that just goes to show what we're going to be expecting today. So especially that really even enhances the tornado risk. If you guys happen to get a tornado warning issued for your area, you need to take cover in a timely fashion as well, because the storms are likely going to be moving quicker than you would expect. Just want to throw out really quickly, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for St. Clair County. That will be in effect until 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It's an extension of severe thunderstorm warning that was for Birmingham, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Moody, Springville, Odenville, Margaret, Argo, Branchville, and St. Clair Springs are directly impacted. So if you guys are in that, just take your precautions and get into some kind of building. Tripped over my words there at the end. Significant weather advisory for Bradley, Polk, Southern McMinn, southwestern Monroe, southeastern Hamilton counties. That will be until noon Eastern Daylight Time. That is Tennessee, actually. I should probably pull up Tennessee's radar. Or probably Huntsville's radar. Less so Tennessee.
Alright. Oh man, Dixie.
So, y'all, I just want to emphasize, back to what Matt was saying, look at the sunlight that he's actually getting in and around his area. He's traveling up towards Macon, Mississippi, along the along the U45, along the United States Route 45 corridor. He's planning to travel up to Macon and probably go north or south. Probably monitor the corridor between Macon and Tupelo for development and move as accordingly. We're just trying to keep, we're just trying to keep him in a general area where he can stay off dirt roads. That's a big thing. And
Yeah, that too.
where he has easy movement in really any direction. So if we zoom in here, there's state routes going east to west in most places. So if he has to get out, he can. That's one of our big priorities here.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Ugh. Alright, we're good now. Fix that. Yeah, like I said, the cloud cover has been clearing out extremely quickly, all over the region. I mean, I left from Monroe, Louisiana this morning at roughly 7 o'clock this morning, and by the time I left, it was already, I mean, the temperatures were already in the mid-60s. Dew points were already approaching the 60s as well. It was real buoyant, real humid outside already at 7 o'clock this morning. By 8 o'clock, the sun was out, the sun was peaking. I mean, it is still doing it now, but by 8 o'clock, it was already out. I mean, it's kind of hiding in between the cloud cover. Whatever little cloud cover remains, you know, it's kind of getting covered up by the clouds here and there, but not very much. But I mean, the sun is peaking out, and that's only adding to extra instability in the atmosphere. That's all it is.
And we've lost him for a little bit.
Yeah, he's cutting here and there. But basically, he's saying any sunlight we get will add to the, yeah, and then he's back. But he's basically saying that any instability we get will add, or sorry, any sunlight that we get will add to the instability already present with the warm front lifting. And it's important to note that the warm front is, the convection that we're talking about is to the point where the grudge, from early morning convection is expected to go tornadic.
Hey,
That speaks for itself.
hang on, I want to show this to Morgan quickly. Can I just-
Morgan, are you a donut? Can confirm I am. This is true facts.
Hey, Morgan, take a look at this latest IR scan I got from Penn State.
Mm.
Specifically over northeast Alabama.
Jeez.
The freaking
Yikes.
5-hour loop is insane.
Wow.
I need a granola bar. Ugh, tough.
Look at the clearing in Mississippi, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm.
I want to look
roughly-
at visible satellite.
I want to say I'm roughly 25 miles west of Macon right now.
Okay.
So, if that kind of helps with where I'm at. Let me
So
see.
y'all, I'm just actually going to show you guys this really quickly. So Logan just pointed this out to me. Look at the explosiveness of the storms that are actually taking place in northeast Mississippi between Birmingham and Huntsville. That's really, this is the grudge from this morning. This is the crap vection from this morning. that is
Also,
now
that's
going
Alabama.
pretty insane.
That
So
is
that speaks for
Alabama.
itself.
Um,
Mm.
Yeah. This is
so I'm
this is a
roughly
very serious
23
situation.
miles. Roughly 23 miles from Macon. So 23 miles west of Macon. That's just a rough number. Ugh.
I wanted to
Can't
get
grab
one
my
open
granola
for
bars.
Huntsville's jurisdiction as well, so got that.
Here we go.
Whew. So yeah, again, I will not hesitate to say this multiple times. If you guys have any questions about anything going on, about what we're supposed to be getting today, if y'all want me to go through some model runs, we got a good amount of time, at least right now, before stuff really is supposed to set off. So if you guys have any questions about really anything involved with these, just throw them in the YouTube chat, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Northeast Alabama. I said Mississippi. That's great. I meant to say Alabama. Thank you for ever pointing that out. Jeez, I need
I was
coffee.
going to, but I didn't want to say anything.
Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Uh-oh. Oh, we'd love to see it.
Oh, that
Brother.
is lovely. Hey, Morgan, you want to see something else too?
Hmm?
Private DM's visible satellite loop over the southeast for the last 5 hours. Just look at crap explode.
Wow, this does not want to load. Jeez. In a minute here. Yeah, that's kinda... Yeah, that's... So if y'all just
This is
look
why I
here...
This is why I love Penn State's meteorology department and being a student. I actually know about all this crap.
So, if y'all looking around here, just look at the storms just exploding. And this is the elevated convection that we got from the early morning remnants of the low. Just goes to show what we're expecting later is far more worse than this. But this right now could actually end up being our current threat. And it's about 11:30 in the morning. So, take it how you will. But this looks like it could be pretty substantial.
Oh god, water vapor. That
Alright, let's see if I can...
I'm afraid to look at this image. Oh.
Show.
Yeah, so...
Granted, this one I can't zoom in on. It's either a US or a northeast frame, but...
So, it's definitely...
Take a look at the water vapor image.
Holy crap.
Yeah, look at the water vapor image.
Yikes. Yeah, it really puts into perspective what we were seeing on infrared. Second or third cup of coffee right now. That's how nervous I am about this event. I don't like to drink stuff when it comes to... I don't like to drink stuff. Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic.
So you make it sound like it's alcohol.
No.
You can literally see the shear on that water vapor.
Yeah.
How's the Huntsville area looking? Well, the Huntsville area is actually in the area that's concerning for the crapvection that could turn tornadic sooner or later. So they're going to have to monitor that for potential development as we go on later in the later in the morning, in the early afternoon as well. But Huntsville really just has a flooding threat at the moment. There isn't really anything that's spinning all too much. However, this looks interesting. There isn't really anything that's too huge of a threat to the area right now. However, there is a huge flash flood warning just to the south and east of you. What site was that satellite loop? It was from Penn State, so I can't give out that website. I would if I could. Jeez. Flo-
IEM bot's on crack today.
Oh, it'll get a lot worse.
Yeah, it'll get worse later.
Hey Morgan, look who just joined in the YouTube chat.
Holy crap. Jeez. Alright, I have to log into one of my classes, so I'm going to mute momentarily, and then once I get to whatever breakout room I'm in, I will unmute, and we'll get right back to this. So, bear with me here. I will be back in like 2 minutes.
All right, hold them to that. 11:33. Hold them to it.
Toxic.
Birmingham cancels severe for St. Clair.
Okay. I'm still working on getting the information out to the public, by the way, in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, this setup literally. The SPC
Literally,
themselves said there's nothing that can change the course of this event.
It's literally a loaded gun. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad parts of this. It's
Really?
quite literally a loaded gun scenario.
Yep, there it is. Winds are beginning to shift towards from the southeast
Oh, great.
because of that approaching long wave.
That sounds fun.
I got announcements posted in Twist of Fate, Storm's Edge, and Storm Central right now.
Oh, you had firms to put in announcements?
No, I had Falcon do announcement.
Oh,
I
okay.
sent him the announcement.
I was gonna say he's like an admin in 2 of those 3 servers.
Here, one I got.
Why did this man give out my full name? I'm sad. This man gave my full name out. That's tough. That's tough.
Your Storm Chaser is kind of what happens now.
True.
They need your name to help report your damage stuff and everything like that.
True. That's fair. Yeah, that's true. Noxubee County. All right, baby, we're here. Noxubee County. We are here.
Oh my, I just realized you. Hey Cody,
Yes.
I'm gonna send you a link in private.
Okay.
You can physically see the shear
Yeah.
off this fucking satellite loop. Oh, wrong
That's
thing. Hang on.
concerning.
I don't know why.
Logan's curse counter is also 1. Congratulations.
You played yourself.
There, that one.
Um,
It's a 5-hour visible loop, and you can see the shear on it between the lower and upper levels.
Oh wow.
I'm in danger.
Holy cow! Yeah,
You see
you
what I
can
mean?
see the-
Part of it's going north-south, the other part's going east or west to east.
Yeah, that shear's strong. It's screaming. Okay, back to work.
It's like 60 miles an hour from what or 60 knots. I'm like 60 knots.
I mean, it's close enough to 60 miles an hour. In reality, it's like 66, but
Yeah, something like that.
because the knot's 1.1 miles per hour.
Oh, fair enough.
There's already some confluence spans going on in Mississippi, which almost always helps keep cells discrete from each other.
That's concerning. Closing in on Macon, so there's that. I need to figure out where my partner wants to be at. Matter of fact,
Alrighty.
When was this last IR image taken? 16. So 20 minutes ago.
So what is our viewership right now? We are currently at 45. We got to get this higher. We got to get more people talking.
Yeah.
We need to start covering more stuff. Can y'all start talking more about the crapfection that is going on in Alabama while
He
I'm
said
getting
crap
this,
action.
getting this information out?
Yeah. I'll let them handle that part because I can't kind of watch radar right now. I think Morgan is muted right now.
Correct.
Handling class.
Is Logan still here?
Let me just say I love
Logan, turn up your sensitivity on your microphone, please.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear you, but
my mic should be auto, isn't it?
It is on. We can hear you. It's just not very loud
it's
at all.
quiet. Yeah, it's quiet.
Well, I've been talking relatively quietly.
Oh, that's fair.
Fair
Makes
point.
sense.
Okay, let me continue to get. I'm still working on getting this information out.
I believe I'm pretty much on the outskirts of Macon, by the way, just kind of throwing that out there.
Okay.
Alrighty, folks. Alright,
Well,
so now that I am back, I wanted to point out this, because it actually does look rather concerning. So, if y'all will look at Huntsville's radar at some point, there is some kind of rotation that is developing near Hoax Bluff. It's associated with a big blob of crap that's really pushing east of Gadsden at this point. Heading off towards Hoax Bluff, Piedmont, Pleasant Gap, up and along United States Route 278 and United States Route 411. So if you guys in this area, just be weather aware. Might be something trying to develop in and around your area. It is looking up 4,500 feet, but this rotation does look relatively interesting. So we're gonna have to bear that in mind. I need to do what I said I was going to do. Are you talking because it was super quiet? I was not. But
No, he was.
I had a couple others that were probably Cody and Logan, if I had to guess, and maybe Matt as well.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't really said too much.
I want to add, folks. I'm gonna add a link.
I got
here.
It got really quiet, but
well,
I
because
talked
right
about
now,
getting
because right now
more
nothing's
information.
happening. Literally, all it's there is flash flood warnings.
I talked about getting information out, and right now I'm working on getting this out more to the public behind the scenes.
Place a pin message. Yeah, I appreciate that, Cody, because word of mouth is important here, especially in a situation where there are lives at risk here. If I recall correctly, we didn't lose any lives directly associated to the tornadoes last week, but that doesn't mean that we can't this week as well.
We actually only had a total of 2 injuries last week.
Yeah, and I think it was with that I think it was with that house that took a direct impact. So
yeah,
thank goodness that it was only that. But
they were only minor injuries. They were only minor injuries as well, so that was a good thing.
We have the potential to see a lot more than that this week.
The thing is with this week, guys, the SPC has essentially mentioned a loaded gun scenario, and it's not going to take much for these storms to really pop.
Yeah.
It's not going to take much at all.
Once the environment really primes, it won't take much, which is why it's such a concern.
Yeah, no.
Really quickly, 2 miles east-southeast of Watson, storm report, Transfire reports thunderstorm wind damage, 9:45 a.m. Central Time, large pine trees down on power lines, live wires down, and road is impassable. So that is Jefferson County, Alabama. Not exactly sure where that is. Let me see if I can find it. It's Watson.
That's that Birmingham cell that passed earlier.
Yeah.
Jefferson County is Birmingham.
Jefferson County is Birmingham. Yeah, I do know that. I was just trying to figure out if I could see where.
Okay, so now we have
I think that was that
announcements.
severe storm that passed near Fultondale where Bray is. I think.
Yeah.
Now we have announcements coming in 4 different major weather servers.
Appreciate that. Cody, you being admin in too many servers is helpful. I appreciate it.
and also DMing the owners of said servers.
Yep.
I might get some mentions in some actual major servers non-weather related too.
Regardless of weather related or not, it doesn't matter. We need to get the word out to as many as
Just
possible.
letting you know, I sent you a friend request on Discord looking to discuss weather. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll just make sure I accept that really quickly. Yep, that would be you. There you go.
The heck happened? What did that?
This is a... Oh, God.
Alrighty. I want to go back to this. Up here by center. It does look interesting, however, it looks rather linear and broad at this point, so we're really going to have to watch radar signature. If this starts to get an RFD, which would be the storm wrapping around from the bottom, creating a sort of spin in the storm and a rotational couplet, then we're really going to have to watch it for further tornado development. However, at the moment, it just looks to be a gusty wind threat. But like I said, if you're in around center, Forney, Pleasant Gap, Piedmont, along State Route 9, you need to be weather aware and take your proper precautions if a warning gets issued by the National Weather Service. And I think that would either be Birmingham or Huntsville, but I'm not sure. Probably Birmingham.
I don't know.
It might be. I don't know. I'm using Huntsville's radar, so probably Huntsville. Whew. I was gonna say, why would Nate watch this if he's a couple hours away? Nate said he might chase, and then he kind of died. So.
Well, it's because he can't get a rental car.
Well, he did get a rental car, but it is a Lincoln, so it's an expensive car, and you don't go chasing in those.
No, what are you talking about? Bray's got a Challenger. He said he wanted to go chasing his Challenger.
That's more realistic than a Lincoln.
Actually, better question. Who the hell freaking rents a Lincoln?
His impatient family.
Jesus.
They were gonna get a crappy SUV, and if they did, Nate would have been able to chase. But
They said he said that essentially they got the Lincoln for the same price as they would have gotten the SUV for, so they just got the Lincoln.
Hey, Morgan, really quickly, I'm just going to send you a screenshot of something, then I'm going to do something here. I was about to say, but you already found it.
Yep.
I just want to get a screenshot of it quickly.
Is Nate Snyder going to be live today? I'm not sure. And Morgan was a loaded gun scenario mean. So loaded gun scenario really is saying that there is a big threat for severe weather in this instance. It's really a kind of top of the notch situation that we're talking about in terms of the threat for severe weather. So what we got today, and I'll go over parameters momentarily. This cell up by center just got increasingly more organized. Maybe starting to wrap around, but at this point we're talking about 60 on top of 30. That'd be about 90 mile an hour delta velocity, and we're going to have to potentially watch up southwest to center if something could develop from this. So we're going to have to watch once again for the RFD to extend out towards the south and east from this storm. If that does, we could potentially be watching for a tornado warning up by center, Cedar Bluff, up along State Route 9, and United States Route 411 going towards the border of Georgia and Alabama. Flood warning continues. Thank you very much.
Okay, I may have an announcement coming out in a marching band server that covers the entire country that has a couple thousand people in it.
A marching band server, geez. Yeah, I haven't even really bothered exploring the depths of Discord beyond weather.
I don't know if y'all can see these tops up here, but these things are fucking blowing up. It's insane.
Yeah, they are. Matt's curse counter is at 2. I should write this down. Hold up.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Why are you keeping track of curse counters?
Because I want to see who wins. Or rather,
So
has
is
the
it like-
least.
I was just saying,
It's
how are you
okay.
scoring this? Is this like bowling or is it like golf?
It's something to shed a little
like-
bit of light today, so we're not so
Said it's
stressed
like
out.
bowling or golf.
I was just saying, because if you're scoring it like bowling, give me about 5 minutes. I can guarantee you I'd win.
It's something to shed a little bit of light on today, so we aren't so stressed out that we can't function.
Jeez, Morgan, that was a violent pen slam.
That's just because my mic is on the same surface in which I threw the pen. Why did about 3 people just time out Teemo? Me, Butters, and Lance. Jeez. I mean, good
Did
to
you
know I have
time him out?
active
I just-
mods, but...
I was just saying, I just see that it was deleted. I don't see that you muted him.
Well, it shows up on
I
my
see
end
you
because...
deleted all of them.
It shows up on my end because I'm a mod for my channel. I'm a mod for my own channel. That makes sense.
I am not surprised. I am not surprised that he came. Oh no, and he is raiding the chat.
Oh, okay.
Fun times.
Good to know that mods are active.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you, mods. Please keep that user out.
Appreciate
of the
that. Just please
Please
keep
keep
all
it.
accounts that you can out. I don't want to have to put on slow mode. I shouldn't have to, but if
Yeah.
time comes, I will because I don't want to deal with that.
this is
Either I'm
good.
blind or they just issued a new flash flood warning. They did flash flood warning for Catoosa, Chattooga, Dade, Walker, and Whitfield counties in northwestern Georgia. That will be in effect through 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's for the cells that are now moving out of the area. However, a flooding threat will be sustained. So locations impacted include Dalton, Lafayette, Somerville, Ringgold, Trenton, Fort Oglethorpe, Rossville, Chickamauga, Tryon, Varnell, Lookout Mountain, Tunnel Hill, Cahuta, Lyerly, Menlo, Linwood, Noble, Naomi, Rock Spring, and Cooper Heights. So if you guys are in that area, just avoid flooding. If you guys are in and around rivers in that area, you might need to monitor creeks and streams for sudden rises. But if you guys are in that area, just be cautious. That's all I ask. Because flooding isn't really a risk if you're not going right into it. Just don't drive into floodwaters. It's a bad idea.
Don't be stupid.
Why do I have another DM from you, Logan? Oh, it was that. Okay.
Morgan.
I'm
Listen.
actually here now.
Oh, hi, AJ. How's life?
Yes. I was just sending something to my girl. Now I'm awake. I'm alert. Got my Mountain Dew. how
This
are
thing
things
is
looking
getting
so
an
far?
RFD. So the elevated crab vection over northern Alabama has a 95% chance for a Tor watch. So,
Oh, it's that kind of day. Hey, what radars do you want me to have up? I can have up like 4. So
I have
which one do you
5.
want?
So I have Jackson, Fort Polk, Columbus, Birmingham, and Huntsville. To the extent in which I need Fort Polk, I don't know.
All right. Which ones are the most important for me to have?
Right now, Jackson, I'd say.
Jackson. Okay.
I'm gonna switch Fort Polk to New Orleans. Because Jackson covers this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for my internet to take a fat. dump.
Morgan, would you mind
Listen,
giving
I'm
Jessica-
streaming and I have 5 GR2 windows open. I don't want to hear that.
Your internet's not as unstable as mine is.
Cody,
Wow.
what the heck did you say?
Morgan, would you mind give Jessica mod?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have mod? Aesthetical Weather is the account. I generally just moderate
You're
chat during
barely
the-
in my chat, so I don't think I
I'm not
have
even
it.
in your chat yet. I need to find your channel.
Add moderator. Okay, Jessica now is on. I need
Alright,
to do
there I am.
this. I need to do that.
This is very Paul.
I don't have mod here. This is a tragedy.
This is how we do it.
Well, I mean, it's better than Ender not knowing where the heck he was streaming for about 30 minutes the other week.
30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Ender.
Ender didn't know what channel he was streaming on.
Jessica's now a mod, and Cody, so are you. Merry Christmas. Good afternoon, Xavier. It's almost afternoon. I keep saying afternoon. I can't wait until it's 10 minutes from now, and I can say good afternoon without feeling like an idiot.
Yes, and then watch you say good morning.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say good morning. Oh, it's still like 10 a.m. for me,
Yeah,
so,
it's
like, I don't even...
it's 11 a.m. by you, right?
Yeah, it's 11 almost. It's 10:50. Yes. The thing that's interesting about this is that if we were streaming this on Nate's channel, we'd have like 3,000 viewers by now.
Probably, but
It's
Nate is in Florida, so.
Why is he in Florida?
Because they decided to take a vacation.
His family takes vacations at the most inconvenient times for everyone else.
right?
Also, I'm not sure my video on if it's on the stream or not. It might be. If it
It's all
is,
possible.
It's not.
Torcon is now a 9.
Or Torcon, yeah. Yeah, that's associated with the 30%.
We got some significant flooding in Coleman County, by the way. Some significant flooding. Which only adds to the issue today.
Yeah. Especially flooding is the underrated threat. It's not really spoken about, especially in kinds of outbreaks like this. But if you guys do see floodwaters, avoid them at any and all costs.
Yeah.
The only cost in which I would say go through it is it. No, I'm not going to say that.
No, there's no cost where you're gonna go through floodwaters unless you have a boat.
This flooding is bad. This flooding is bad.
Photos?
There's some
Question
kind of
mark?
flotation device.
Yeah, I'll send you some tweets.
10-4.
In fact, the only time you can go through floodwaters is if you have a boat and there's not any debris floating around in it, and there's always gonna be debris floating around it.
As long as you have some kind of powered flotation device, you can go.
Powered flotation device. That's a nice way, but well, cars sometimes float. Those are powered. You don't want to use one of those though. It's not safe.
Oh, I'm more so referring to things like jet skis as well.
Oh yeah, you could use a jet ski.
Who has a jet
Although, would you
ski?
wanna drive through
Who has a
floodwater
jet
and
ski in northern Alabama?
I know
Someone
people
tell
around-
me.
I know people freaking
They have lakes.
I'd say I know people out in freaking Tennessee that freaking have jet skis.
Yeah, my friends have jet skis here in Lincoln. I mean, you don't have to be on the ocean. You can go take your jet ski to a lake.
Significant weather advisory has been issued for Central Walker, Northern Tuscaloosa, and Central Jefferson counties. That will be in effect until 11:30 a.m.
I want to read this.
Central time. I'm gonna move over to Columbus's radar here,
Yes, I don't know why.
and I think it's probably that thing. That would be quite
Holy
nice.
hell, it's all an ass.
We have an EML. We do
Movement
have a
was
strong
northeast at
EML.
80.
80, bruh.
80.
It's moving a bit quick.
It's hauling ass.
How's Spring Hill,
Calling
Tennessee?
major.
Our county's getting out 3 hours early. Spring Hill. Let me look that up really quickly on my side screen here.
Wait, are we allowed to swear on this stream?
Preferably not.
Yes, preferably not. We need to keep our professionalism plus.
Yeah, some of our professionals. I mean, it's a bit early for that. It's only 10:30.
It is, but
Still.
Have we had? Didn't we already have our first tornado warning of the day?
yeah, we did. It was with some of the crap action on the border of Alabama.
All right. So the radars I have up are Jackson, Fort Polk, and then.
So
Chevette
Maury
Columbus
County,
up?
Tennessee. Let me take a look here. You guys are just
Nashville.
south of Nashville. So you guys are in the moderate risk today for severe weather. That includes a 15% significant chance of tornadoes. And I'll drop over here to my screen again. So, Nashville, if I pop open the cities here, Nashville is on the northern end of the moderate risk. I'll scroll in, zoom in a little bit. So Spring Hill is just south of Nashville. So you guys are pretty much dead in the middle of the 15 sig chance of tornadoes throughout the evening tonight. Potentially, if the storms happen to progress north and east rapidly, there is a chance that the high risk gets extended out to include you guys, but that would take a lot. I find it more likely at this point that the high risk gets extended either to the south and east or just directly to the east, and I think there's a chance that with the upcoming outlook in about 30 minutes that they add, that they introduce a 45 sig chance for tornadoes. But that will be told with time going through the rest of the morning into the afternoon. The rest of the morning, that is 5 minutes.
4 minutes, actually.
Thank you, Logan.
3 if your clock's off.
The thing might be behind on my stream.
I think it's behind by about like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And FYI, Timo, I'll just say this because I know it's you in chat. You wanted any chance of getting back in Storm Central? GG.
Yeah, you've lost.
Why would you want to be in Storm Central? Horrible.
Thank you, AJ.
Jesus.
No. Hey,
It's kind of funny. The only weather server I haven't been
Copyright.
banned from is the most
Wait, so
exclusive
SIG
one.
would be that 45% SIG for EF2 or greater for all tornadoes or most. So SIG SIG probabilities are introduced when there is a 10% chance of seeing a tornado EF2 or above 25 miles from a given point. Now, me personally, I hate the EF scale. It really doesn't represent the strength of tornadoes. For example, if you remember a couple weeks back, the Happy Wedge that took place in Texas that went just south of Amarillo, that was an EF2. I find that very likely that would have been at least F4 had it been rated on the F scale. And look, you can defend either scale here to whichever extent you want, but I really think the threat for F2 plus tornadoes is very high today. It's going to be very much so a presence really anywhere in that enhanced risk area.
Also, just a real quick correction to what you
Yeah.
just said, Morgan. You can freaking have things below 10 that are SIG.
Yeah.
I've seen a 5 SIG, and at one point, ironically enough, Mason did enough hunting. He found a 2 SIG.
There was a 2 SIG, yeah. And it wasn't just some overlap thing. Wasn't actually the 2 was supposed to be in the SIG. It wasn't just an accidental little bit of overlap. It was...
No, it was like an actual 2 SIG.
So it's a
actual
2
2
SIG
SIG.
would basically say, hey, we might get a tornado today, and if we do, it'll be strong. That's
Wait,
nice.
was I in 2? Wait, yeah. There was a 2 SIG once in Nebraska. It was a tornado that hit Lincoln. It was an EF2, so I guess they nailed it. I remember that. It was a 2 SIG from Omaha down to about Salina. I remember that. Nice tornado.
That's a lot of crap.
And by a nice tornado, I mean it was completely invisible except for a bit of dust on the ground. It's kind of ugly. I could see it from my house, and it was like, well, it sure is a bunch of dust. And then I realized that my tree was starting to, make
It's
some
kind of
weird
like
noises
Mason's
stuck in the
tornado that he got the other day, on quote.
side. Yeah. Also, I
Yes,
just want
Mason,
to note,
I'm taking a shot at you. Love you, buddy.
I just want to note about the EF scale.
Yeah.
Harlem and El Reno were both F4 and EF3, despite the fact that they totally had like 250 mile an hour winds in them. Like, both scales are a bit weird. I don't really. The issue is that it's really hard to admit data that isn't damage based, like radar data, like from the student radars from OU or video analysis data. It's really hard to admit that into your scaling of tornadoes because it's hard to quality control it. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why it's only damage based.
Meso 253. Here we go. Probability of watch 95.
Yep, that's...
Visible imagery and surface obs indicate the air mass continues to destabilize with areas of heating as temperatures rise in the lower mid-70s over the warm sector. Deep layer shear is expected to strengthen storms, which will gain intensity and tornado potential as they mature and continue northeastward across Mississippi and into Alabama. The threat may be extended into southern Tennessee as well once the warm front lifts there.
That's the difference between today and last week. Today we actually have a real warm sector. Like it's in the 70s. It's not like, wasn't it like 63, 64, 65, somewhere like that last week? Because I feel like it wasn't as warm. Ooh, and it's completely clear on Aaron Rigsby's. Where is he? Where's Rigsby at today? Bray. Where's he? Like, where's that at? Is it geotime?
All right, y'all. Out of class. So that'll help my bandwidth, first of all. We have a new mesoscale discussion that just got issued, and I'll pull this up on my screen here, and this is nice.
I already covered it, if that's what you're about to do.
Jesus Christ, IEM bot, new mesoscale discussion, 40%. I'll look at that in a moment. So storms are expected to form after 17C, both along the approaching cold front and the warm sector. So they're expecting storms to initiate up and along here through central Mississippi, and then behind through Louisiana. So you're going to have multiple rounds today. Expected initiation zone after 17Z isn't around this area that is west and north of Jackson. Visible imagery and surface obs indicate air mass continues to destabilize with areas of heating as temperatures rise into the mid-70s over the warm sector. This is sufficiently warm for surface-based parcels. Indications are that cells may develop both ahead of the cold front due to a very moist warm sector and along the front itself. Deep layer shear is expected to strengthen storms, which will gain intensity and tornado potential as they mature and continue northeastward across Mississippi and into Alabama. The threat may extend into southern Tennessee as well as the warm front lifts there. So, there you go. Got another one, too. Southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi. What? Developing thunderstorms near the Baton Rouge area may continue to strengthen through the late morning hours. However, it's unclear if these storms will pose a substantial severe threat. Conditions will be monitored and watched as possible. So that is just, come over here. Wonder if I can get that one. No, I can't. Fun times. I'll just monitor this as well. And that.
I assume the first watch is going to be a PDS watch.
Doubt it, because the first watch should be with the convection. So I doubt that.
The one in Mississippi?
No, the one in Alabama.
Oh, yeah, so I forgot that one's that, yeah.
Yeah, so did most of us.
Yeah, although honestly, they could just make that the main watch. Just put that watch out and then keep it.
I don't know if they can.
I don't know.
Okay, got something out to another band server.
We want to talk about the fact, I hope this is a glitch, but there's an area just northeast of Tuscaloosa that has delta velocities of 92 on top of 7. I hope that's a glitch, but there is some kind of inflow notch that's going the other way. Fire outlook, thank you. There is some kind of inflow notch that's going the other way with a big spectrum with area and CC that's inflow. But if you guys happen to live up towards Short Creek, there really isn't much in and around here. But up towards Short Creek, you might need to monitor this. And no, this isn't a radar glitch. This is 92 on top of 11. That'll be a 103 mile an hour delta velocity. Areas up north and east of this cell, particularly along Short Creek, may need to monitor the weather, and they may need to take the proper precautions sooner or later. We also got some sort of thing developing by Gorgas and West Jefferson, which is rather high precip, rather expanded in nature, rather broad in the moment as well. However, if that tightens up, we might need to watch that for a potential tornado as well. We'll all monitor that as time goes on.
And this is going to be one of those kind of days where everything that like gets fired is going to spin. Like, anything that gets a rooted updraft is going to start rotating. So it'll be interesting to see if this morning stuff is able to do what it did on Easter and like really get going. The stuff that started in the late morning, early afternoon, or if it's going to take until mid-afternoon to really get things going.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be, I think, kind of, like always in the South, it's going to be multiple rounds. So, it'll be interesting. I actually haven't looked at the herd today, so if I swear viciously in a minute, that's why.
It kind of stayed the same for the most part.
Ooh, it's still taking that one Helicity track right over Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. Man, it's been very consistent about putting that there, hasn't it?
Rather consistent indeed, and something that's interesting.
Hopefully it doesn't fire right there, but if it does, that's a pretty nasty corridor for it to go down.
So the inflow is actually dragging stuff around into the storm, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a tornado warning going soon for areas north and west of Birmingham. Well, mostly west, actually. My apologies. But you have to monitor that rather closely. 65 viewers. I appreciate the viewership this early. Again, I don't usually self-promote, but this is one of those days where word of mouth is really important. Spread the word as much as you can. for people in and around these areas, Mississippi, Alabama, even southern Tennessee, under a big threat today for severe weather. Even Kentucky. Forget southern Tennessee. People in Kentucky are in the moderate and enhanced risks. So if you guys are in and around any of those places, you need to be very weather aware today. Very important day.
This is one of those days where something like this needs to go viral. This needs to be one of those things that goes viral.
And I just got a photo in Mississippi, and I will copy the link here and send it to you guys. That's what it's like in Mississippi.
Okay. Meteorologist Victor Gensini, he's the associate professor or adjunct professor in meteorology up at the University of Illinois. He's calling it a 60 sig.
Yeah.
The time will tell with the next Outlook, which will be coming out in around 20 minutes.
If they actually do a 60 sig,
if they actually do a 60 sig, it'll be at 20Z. I'm just being honest.
That'd be incredible.
Do also want to say.
60 sig.
Do also want to say that this thing north and east of what's that place? Tuscaloosa. Is actually shut up, Logan. That this cell north and east of Tuscaloosa is actually gaining a good bit of inflow, and its inflow notch has actually uncurled itself. It'll now be going in the correct direction, which is counterclockwise. So there is still a good amount of spectrum width, and CC is just showing a crap ton of inflow. So if you guys know anyone in around this area, it doesn't seem like there's much, but Rock Creek, Short Creek, you might want to tell them to monitor the weather and potentially take their precautions, as a tornado might actually occur from this. So it's an 84 currently on top of 14. That'd be about a 98 mile an hour delta velocity. So anyone in around that area needs to be very weather aware at this time.
Hey, Breedy, you may want to be weather aware.
That's rather unfortunate.
Yeah. Poor Bray. He can't even see it. Like, he's not even going to get a good view of it. He's just going to get hit by it. Awful. Don't envy him.
Buddy had the chance to go chasing with Matt, and he turned it down.
I know, right?
Come on. Horrible.
Breedy.
I do wonder, though, today, how many tornadoes are they going to be? Like,
I'm not even going to throw a number out.
Well,
I saw someone throw out
there were 21 last week. So take it how you will. I'll probably say close to that as well.
Only 21?
Yeah. 21 confirmed.
I thought it was... What? I don't think that can't be right.
If I could lighten moods a bit here, and this obviously isn't the best thing, but Morristown's IEM bot just went off. Bradley County, Tennessee, train spotter reports lightning. Insurance building was struck by lightning, causing a fire. It's rather ironic that the insurance building got struck by the lightning.
You said we had 21 tornadoes. The SPC's filtered reports has 56. So, like...
They may still be doing surveys. I don't know. That's what I saw from...
Yeah, they're still doing surveys. Yeah, I think it was like something like 60 tornadoes about. Probably somewhere in there.
Wow, this thing just died. Holy crap. So, y'all can see about 6 minutes ago, 92 on top of 11. Now, it doesn't even exist. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's
just some wind field buggery. It's nothing major going on yet.
Breedy, do you have the luck of the devil or what?
Yeah, now that you say that, you've cursed him to get hit by a tornado. Thanks, man. He appreciates it.
Now, frankly, he was due to get hit by one last week, and it's a miracle he wasn't.
True.
Oh, yeah, it is a miracle that he wasn't last week.
He can run for as long as he wants. But
4 different tornadoes.
That feeling when PDS Tuscaloosa.
He had 4 different tornadoes heading basically right at him.
Mods, thank you for handling what's going on in chat. I can't really look at it because I'm trying to do about 10 things at once here. Monitoring IEM bot, doing this, and then yada yada, and then answering people's DMs because people keep texting me.
I'm working on getting a Facebook post for me right now. Getting a lot.
Frey just says, now you know my pain, Morgan.
I'm putting my Discord in chat. If it's something that isn't important, send it to me.
If it's something that isn't important.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the high IQ strats. That way Bray only gets, or not Bray. Yeah, they can DM Bray too. That way Morgan only
Yeah, they can DM him too. Yeah, all good.
I wait for Bray just to reply and just say bitch.
Up 2 for Logan. Let's go. All right.
And we've been demonetized, even though I don't think Morgan can get monetized anyway.
No, they cannot
No.
do listen to the.
Alrighty, let's calm down, y'all. Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Good donation.
Our
Oh my
first
God, I already
storm
have
near
3 friend requests.
Jackson.
Okay, guys, I was joking. Oh no.
Good job,
real
mate.
quick,
Yeah, my
There
Discord
goes
is
my DMs.
my Discord is pinned. If y'all want to friend me and talk about stuff.
Hey, real quick,
Do you have storms forming near Jackson? Yeah. What, Matt?
I was gonna say we got dew points of 71 measured with an anemometer.
Really?
That's fun. Dew points of 71 here in Macon.
Oh, that reminds me,
Jeez.
I could probably get updated.
The voice crack, yeah,
IR
shush.
now.
Yeah, I'm still a child. I'm not even 16. Don't come at me, please.
Some of us in this chat are college students. Some of us are still high school students.
Oh,
Most
I'm
of
a
you are
dropout.
college students.
It doesn't.
Hey,
it
Morgan.
doesn't change the
Why?
fact
Trust
that-
me.
I'm gonna send you an image. All right, freaking take a look at the IR spike over Tuscaloosa.
Oh, we got a cute little shower.
This is one of those situations where it doesn't matter our age. We're just trying to get.
Look at the IR spike that was over Tuscaloosa.
We're just trying to get the information out and
Jeez, that
potentially-
storm
and
did go
hopefully-
off. Yeah.
potentially and hopefully save lives today. That is our goal.
Mm.
Ray, the sun is out here in Macon.
Which is why I say once again, 84 viewers. I don't typically self-promote, but please help the algorithm, like and subscribe so that we can get the word out, so that it shows up on more people's pages. This is a very important day. Life and property is significantly at risk here in these areas around Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, up through Memphis. And apparently my headphones are about to die, and I don't like that.
So in other words, exactly where Breedy is.
Basically. Mm-hmm.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Measured dew point of 74.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
That's not measured. That's measured. 74 here in Macon, Mississippi. Dew point of 74 and climbing.
I told you should be there.
Yeah, Breedy, we told you you should have gone
Day
chasing.
one fire, yeah, day one
75.
fire.
Jesus,
really
it's still
is.
climbing.
So y'all hear it
Next
for y'all are jeez.
Nice voice crack.
Wow. Y'all are hearing it here first, folks. Matt is saying that the dews are rising into the mid 70s. I need to find one of my cables.
Yeah.
Crap.
Okay.
I have to get up. Ow. Here's the freaking cable. Made sure I did not say what I wanted to say. Morgan voice crack. Yeah, that's probably getting clipped later, which I'm not a fan of, but not like I have much of a choice.
Yeah, so we have the new day one comes out in 15 minutes, right? 16
Yes,
minutes, something like that.
shortly.
Right? Yeah.
Shortly.
New day one comes out in 15 minutes.
Assuming they're not late.
Oh, yeah, assuming they're not late. of
Well, and
course.
they have a lot of decisions to make with this, so.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm going to disconnect my headphones, plug them in, and turn them on again, and hopefully my thing doesn't die. I really hope it doesn't, because I don't want to deal with technical problems today, because I don't have the patience for that. I'll put on my camera momentarily, because I actually didn't, as an effort to save bandwidth. Hopefully it cuts over. Alright. I'm going to reload my Discord so my audio works, and then I'll get back to this. So yeah, folks, you can see severe thunderstorm warning issued for Blount, Jefferson, St. Clair, and that is
If any
Walker
of you,
counties.
If
All right,
any
we're
of
back.
You here are in, if any of you here are in the area of concern, if any of you live in the southeast or if any of you have family in the southeast, please share this with them. please share this with them and tell them to not go out today unless they are going to a tornado shelter.
Oh, hey, yeah,
Brady.
Brady is in the severe warning.
Yeah, he is.
This is one
It
of
does
those
include
days
Fultondale. So locations impacted by this include, I'm just going to read this out. So this is a severe thunderstorm located over Graysville. So locations impacted include northern Birmingham, Trussville, Gardendale, Leeds, Moody, Rainbow City, Fultondale, Anoda, Springville, Odenville, Summerton, Dora, Dallas, Center Point, Clay, Pinson, Tarrant, Adamsville, Margaret, and Argos. So if you guys are in that area, consider seeking refuge in some sort of building. Preferably stay away from windows because the wind strength of the surface may actually be relatively strong here. Might also have a couplet forming that would go right on track with Fultondale. All right.
Yeah, Brady.
So in terms of the main point of rotation here, let's get some timings out for you guys. So this is a relatively quick-moving storm, hence the large severe warning. So this is going to be moving off towards Adamsville and United States Route 78 by the time this transmission is received. Eventually, about 10 minutes later, it's going to intersect Interstate 65 as well as United States Route 31 between Gardendale and Fultondale, potentially impacting either of those two areas. Obviously, the wind risk is going to impact areas that are much further out than just the general tornado risk. Pinson, Center Point in about 20 minutes, as well as State Route 79, State Route 75. IM-bot went off. That's a flood warning. Thank you very much. That's in Georgia. Clay, Argo in about 25 to 30 minutes, along with United States Route 59, as well as United States Route 11. Interstate 59, as well as United States Route 11. Margaret, Odenville, up and along United States Route 411. That'll be in about 40 minutes. So potentially, if you guys are in those areas or really anywhere in the severe warning, there is obviously going to be a lot of rain with this, hence the big box, and the threat for damaging winds is quite high. So if you guys are in that area, just seek refuge and ride out the storm. Might actually be developing a couplet, I swear. Yeah, folks, so you can see extending out and around from the storm, there is a little bit of an inflow notch extending out, and the inflow would be right into the little divot that is in the reflectivity right around there. So we can see there, and then in accordance with the spectrum width, 26.2 knots to the ground at 2,000 feet, so there could actually be some sort of lowering that is actually going down towards Adamsville and Graysville. You guys are in that area, maybe mantra. ZDR indicates some kind of updraft, not necessarily all too organized. And Echo Tops are shooting up 47,000 feet, so that's also nice. Let me add Matt's screen here, and let me get back to this. He is deaf in the moment, but that's
Ray
fine.
brings up a good point. He's trying to do the same thing Fultondale did.
Yep.
Right over Fultondale again.
Yeah.
Morgan, are you looking to the north of... Oh, I think that's what Logan was just saying. Near Adamsville.
Yep.
What the hell, Mobile just issue? Oh,
It's
flash
still
flood.
Birmingham just issued something, too.
Severe thunderstorm warning for
yeah, another
Calhoun,
severe
Cherokee,
thunderstorm
and
warning.
Cleburne
Yep.
Yeah,
for winds of 60 and hail of an inch.
So I need to see where that is. I guess this is probably up here or something. That's on the border. It's that storm that I was talking about by Piedmont Pleasant Gap. So let me switch over to the Huntsville radar here. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning for this, even though it isn't loading. Ah! Big yikes.
I don't doubt that in the slightest. It's very humid out.
So there's a severe thunderstorm warning. So this is a severe warning for Calhoun, Cleburne, and Cherokee counties in Alabama. That will be in effect until 11:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So this is for a severe thunderstorm located in your Pleasant Gap. Locations impacted include Piedmont, Pleasant Gap, Knighton's Crossroads, Liberty Hill, Oak Level, Borden Springs, and Spring Garden. So if you guys are in that area, consider taking refuge in some sort of building. You can see hail of 1.4 inches per radar indication. Let's get some timings out for you guys here. Per the center of the hail cone, the center of the storm here. So this is going to be heading off towards Borden Springs by the time you receive this transition, most likely. Essom Hill on the border of Georgia and Alabama, probably about 10 minutes. United States for 278 is really going to be paralleling that the entire time. So really areas between Pleasant Gap and Essom Hill are going to be impacted by the time you're receiving this transmission. Essom Hill and Cedartown are really going to be impacted within the next 10, 15, even 20 minutes as you're getting towards the intersection with United States Route 27. So you guys in that area, just consider taking refuge into a shelter. Yeah, Matt, go.
I believe I can't tell for sure, but I think initiation is starting in West Mississippi. I think.
There's isolated showers.
I got a Facebook post out now on my Facebook page, working on other things now.
We might get a tornado warning here just north of Adamsville or to the northwest of Birmingham.
Yeah, I was mentioning that.
It is consolidating. I know, but it's continuing to consolidate in the new frame narrative we actually got. I myself am clocking 22 over.
It's doing exactly what Fultondale did, ladies and gentlemen. Remember how it took a linear wind threat and turned it into a tornado relatively quickly, and the couplet's actually consolidating even further to the tone of 32 on top of 63. So if you guys are in this area, you might need to take your proper precautions, as this is heading off towards Gardendale and Fultondale, up and along Interstate Route 65 and United States Route something, United States Route 31. Continue to get some timings out for you guys here if we set this straight. So this is theoretically impacting Graysville and Adamsville about now. It has a nice inflow notch now too. So Gardendale, Fultondale, those two highways, about 5 to 10 minutes. Center Point, Pinson, State Route 79, State Route 75 in about 15. So if you guys in that area monitor the weather, you might need to take your proper precautions. New severe thunderstorm warning is an extension actually of the severe warning that got issued on the border of Alabama. So this is for, if I pull this up here, Haralson, Floyd, and Polk counties in Georgia. That will be in effect until 12:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For severe thunderstorm located near Borden Springs or near Piedmont. Same locations basically, but it's on the other side of the border. So Cedartown, Rockmart, Aragon, Seney, Fish Creek, Etna, Felton, Essom Hill, Antioch, and Van Wert. If you guys are in that area, seek refuge in some kind of building and ride the storm out. Hail size is decreasing slowly, so it is still over an inch according to this radar scan.
Break.
Yep.
Two things. New severe thunderstorm warning in Georgia.
Yeah, I was just reading that out.
Also, our surface-based CAPE is already 1,000 joules per kilogram higher than it was expected to be forecasted.
Really? That's
yes.
Just nice. This is weakening again, 64 on 29. But regardless, if you guys are in these areas, you need to be very weather aware this time.
Would you mind explaining what CAPE is?
So, Convective Available Potential Energy, also known as CAPE, refers to the amount of energy present in the atmosphere. CAPE is really what you need most of the time to really enhance storm development. In this case, the CAPE values are reaching towards 3,000 today, potentially even 3,500, which is rather high, actually, for Dixie events. And then you have to factor in the Helicity, which is the spin in the atmosphere, to the tone of 400 at the lower levels. So you have to bear that in mind as well. There's the parameters are pretty much off the charts for what you expect for a typical Dixie event, which is why we're so concerned about this today. And there goes Tornado Watch number 50. Has been issued for portions of BMX, portions of Jackson, I believe, and portions of Memphis. Is Mobile in it too? Yes. So me.
You can send that
wait a
polygon
minute.
if you'd like.
Yeah, I have the polygon.
Yeah, if you could just send it in the chat, actually, that'd be appreciated.
Oh.
That's the main watch. That would be the main watch, I think.
No, I don't think it's
that
PDS.
has to be. That has to be.
Huge tornado watch. Anyways,
we
we already have thunderstorm damage photos.
Where?
This is in Fife.
Oh, it is PDS Tornado Watch.
PDS
Wait.
tornado watch.
National Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch for portions of western and northern Alabama, northwest Georgia, central and eastern Mississippi, and southern and middle Tennessee. effective this Thursday morning and evening from 11:25 a.m. until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Primary threats include numerous tornadoes and several intense tornadoes expected. Widespread damaging winds and scattered
Several what?
significant
Wait,
gusts of 80 miles
read
per hour.
back. Your mic muffled. Several what?
Several intense tornadoes expected. Widespread damaging winds and scattered significant gusts
It's a
to 80 miles
doozy,
per hour
man.
likely. Widespread large hail and scattered very large hail events to 2.5 inches in diameter likely. A dangerous environment is developing across the watch area. Rounds of intense supercell thunderstorms are expected this afternoon with the potential for long tracks strong to violent tornadoes. A few of the storms may also produce very large hail and widespread damaging wind gusts.
They went 95, bro.
They went 95-90, excuse?
They went 95-95.
Oh, what?
Holy crap. Wait. Yeah, they did. So, National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 50, effective until 8 Central Daylight Time. So this watch is going to include the following counties in Alabama: Bibb, Blount, Calhoun, Cherokee, Chilton, Choctaw, Clark, Colbert, I don't know, Coleman, Dallas, DeKalb, Etowah, Fayette, Franklin, Greene, Hale, Jackson, Jefferson, Lamar, Lauderdale, Lawrence, Limestone, Madison, Marengo, Marion, Marshall, Morgan, Perry, Pickens, Shelby, St. Clair, Sumter, Talladega, Tuscaloosa, Walker, Washington, Wilcox, and Winston counties, and the following counties in Georgia: Bartow, Catoosa, Chattooga, Dade, Floyd, Gordon, Murray, Polk, Walker, and Whitfield, and the following counties in Mississippi: Attala, Calhoun, Carroll, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Clark, Clay, Copiah, Covington, Forest, Greene, Grenada, Hinds, Holmes, Itawamba, thank you IEMBot, Jasper, Jefferson Davis, Jones, Kemper, Lamar, Lauderdale, Lawrence, Leake, Lee, Lincoln, Lowndes, Madison, Marion, Monroe, Montgomery, Neshoba, Newton, Noxubee, Otakeba, or something like that. I don't know. Perry, thank you. Perry, Pontotoc, Prentice, Rankin, Scott, Simpson, Smith, Tishomingo, Wayne, Webster, Winston, Yazoo, and the following counties in Tennessee: Franklin, Giles, Lawrence, Lincoln, Moore, and Wayne. This is until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and primary threats include numerous tornadoes and several intense tornadoes are expected. Widespread damaging winds, significant gusts to 80 likely, widespread large hail and isolated very large hail to 2.5 likely. So, this really puts into perspective the kind of environment we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. This is a loaded gun situation for anywhere that is in this tornado watch. So, probabilities for tornadoes are 95-95, greater than 95-95 in this instance. So they are predicting strong tornadoes likely, violent tornadoes possible in this instance. 90-80 on severe wind and significant wind, and then 80-60 on severe hail and significant hail. If you guys are in anywhere in this watch, and I don't say this likely, if you guys are in anywhere in this watch, if you don't have a plan already, you need to have a plan now. If a tornado warning gets issued for your area, you need to take shelter as soon as you can in the most timely fashion, because you have to consider as well, storm mode is going to be very, very quick today. So, if you're in any of these counties, in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, you need to have a plan, and you need to be able to get to shelter in a timely fashion, happen a tornado warning gets issued for your area. That is a loaded gun watch, folks, and we don't usually see that. We didn't even see that last week.
This is the third watch in history to feature greater than 95 tornadoes in both.
What were the others?
One being on April 27th, one being on May 20th, 2019.
There you go, folks. That's.
So I assume, following the probabilities on this watch, we'll see a 45% sig.
Wait.
95 watch.
Did he
Or
just say
issue
the only two
here,
other dates in
1630.
history were April? Did he just say the only two other dates was April 27th and May 20th? Did I
Yep.
hear that right?
With,
Yeah,
with
you
greater
did.
than 95
That's correct.
On both tor probs.
So let me, folks, let me actually get the watch box up for you guys here. So let me just drag this over to my screen and zoom in. So this is a very large watch. This is a watch size that we haven't seen in a long time, actually. So this includes, you can just see on the screen, Hattiesburg, Jackson, Meridian, Columbus, Tupelo, Huntsville, whatever that is. I couldn't see over something else. Rome, Georgia. You can even see it is, Memphis is not included, and there's the new day 1, and I'm actually going to prioritize this for a moment, if you give me a sec here, folks.
And I gotta do. I don't have that open. That's the one thing I forgot.
Wow. So, there's a high risk of severe thunderstorms this afternoon and evening for portions of northeast Mississippi, northern western Alabama, portions of, middle and southeast Tennessee. They expanded the high, I think. Several long-tracked supercells are expected this afternoon into this evening from Mississippi into Alabama and parts of middle and eastern Tennessee. The most persistent intense supercells will be capable of producing strong to violent tornadoes, along with very large hail and substantial damaging winds. An outbreak of tornadic supercells is expected this afternoon into evening from Mississippi into Alabama and parts of Tennessee with long-track, strong to violent tornadoes possible. So I'm going to pull this up here. I can't see if they expanded the high yet because COD is being annoying. But
I need to wait for the load.
Yeah, it ain't loading. But folks, that just puts... Yeah, that just puts into magnitude. So let's just drop back here. You can see Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Centerville, Columbus, Tupelo, Meridian, Hattiesburg, Jackson, Greenwood, even Rome, Huntsville. These areas, large population centers, are impacted by this watch, which is what makes it such a concern. There are so many large population centers in this watch that the likelihood for a strong tornado to impact this, I don't want to say this, but it almost seems imminent. With the nature of these supercells and how they're going to spread out over the area, a large population center will likely be impacted today, which makes spreading the word even more important, word of mouth. So, 95.95 on this watch. If you guys are anywhere along here, can't emphasize, you need to have a plan. You need to have a severe weather plan, and you need to have a shelter to take in a timely fashion. Happen a tornado warning get issued for your area. I'm gonna come over here.
High was expanded.
High expanded.
The graphic to upload.
You may want to keep an eye as well on the storm by SM Hill.
Yeah, I am looking at that as well. They did
not.
No, it's 30 sig.
45.
It's 30 sig.
How do you have updated things? I'm still at 1200.
F5. Spam F5.
Oh, no, there we go. Now it just went.
Yeah. But just big yikes. Also, by liking the video, tell YouTube that people should watch the video, and that in turn this video gets out to other people who may need the information. What he said. What Nathan Snyder said. Right there. Or rather, Nate Snyder, or whatever the heck.
Did they keep the 30?
Yes, they kept the 30.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god.
They issued a greater than 95 power prod, and they kept a 30.
What?
I don't understand that logic.
Look at the IR right over that SM Hill cell.
Can you just send it to me? Because I'm not looking at the
I
moment.
am. You gotta give it a second to send, but...
Okay.
Look at it right over the SM Hill cell.
Yeah, there you go. That's the in here. I'll pull this up. So, the SM Hill cell that we're talking about, folks, is this cell. I have too many windows open here. But the SM Hill cell, folks, is the one that we're talking about. That's right here near the border of Mississippi and Alabama. This cell right in here, the explosive nature of it, it is 12:34, 11:34 Central Time. It hasn't even hit noon yet there, and we have explosive nature of these storms, and not even to mention the stuff up by the Georgia border that's rather explosive as well. Then you have stuff down by New Orleans that's also going on down there, and we barely even have initiation yet over portions of southern and central Mississippi. So that just puts into perspective the severity of these storms today. Yeah, Cody, go.
I was gonna say, I think some people are thinking that they might be waiting for initiation to really get going before they decide to update.
You think they issue an emergency risk or emergency, Alex? Sorry.
Possibly.
I mean, it's possible.
Because I doubt they hold 30 sig till 4 p.m.
We are currently at 107.
I'm in the.
Don't understand why
The high chased Bray. The high risk chased him again.
Again, yeah, I did. Birmingham looks like it's starting to hook.
Is it actually? I haven't looked.
It looks like it's starting to on the south, on the west side of Birmingham. It looks like it's trying to hook.
Oh, that. Oh, yikes. Oh, yeah. Sylvan Springs. Sylvan Springs, Rock Creek, Concord. You're getting into the main populace of Birmingham. This could wrap up really quickly here, and actually has been over the last few frames. It looks like it weakened a bit, but if the RFD happens to come around, you might actually have the chance for a tornado to develop, and that would be right over Birmingham. So if you guys are in Birmingham, Irondale,
Hey, close your window
Fairfield,
real
you
quick.
need to be very weather aware at this moment.
Morgan,
What?
take a look at the cell by Jackson.
Mississippi.
Yes. Look at the hook forming on it.
Holy crap.
Look at the
Are
hook
you talking?
forming on that.
Are you talking about
Birmingham issued
west?
tornado
Are
warning
you,
for Greene
are
and
you
Hale
talking?
counties in
Yeah.
Alabama until
Are you
12:30
talking about
p.m.
west of it, like by Byron?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and it already has rather
Or-
strong velocities, but I'm just gonna get to the Torrier because that's our priority at this point. Once it loads, that'll be our priority.
Tornado warning, Greene and Hale County in Alabama.
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Oh. Oh, okay. Is that a donut or am I? dumb?
No, that's not that. It's by Utah. It's that cell actually. So I'm just gonna drop back. It's in a radar hole. Thank you very much. I guess I'm going to Columbus.
I'm using Birmingham personally.
I was looking at that cell a moment ago. So, this is a tornado warning for Greene and Hale counties. That will be in effect until 12:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Balaji, 10 miles southwest of Utah, moving northeast of 45. So, this is one of the first tornado warnings that we've had of the day. Does look like it could actually get relatively strong relatively soon. It's in the environment that is capable of producing that. So,
I got a 20 next to 88.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. So locations impacted by this do include, there's a lot here. So locations impacted include Utah, Moundville, Akron, Balaji, Allison, Walden Quarters, Wedgeworth, Evansville, Selden Lock and Dam, Moundville Airport, Phillips, Utah Municipal Airport, Mound State Park, 5 Points Intersection, Elliott's Creek, I-20 rest area near Utah, and Harper Hill and Havana as well. So if you guys are in this area, you need to take your precautions. Get underground or get into the lowest airmost part of your building, like a bathroom or closet, an interior room without any windows, so you can put as many walls between yourself and the potential tornado as possible. Let's get some timings out for you guys. Logan, what radar did you see in which you got that scan?
Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah. So, oh yeah, big time. So,
This thing's set to trek right over Utah, Akron, Cyprus.
yeah, so let's get some timings out for you guys. This is going to parallel with the United States Route 11 basically the entire way as it gets up to Utah. Utah going to be impacted probably about 10 to 15 minutes whenever you receive this transmission. United States Route 43 is also going to be impacted as it gets towards Utah. State Route 14 in about 15 minutes. It's going to parallel Interstate Route 20 but not really impact it the entire time. And eventually as you get off towards Akron within the next 10 to 20 minutes, or sorry, 20 to 25 minutes. And then Cyprus within the next 30, 35, even 40 minutes. And that'll eventually intersect with State Route 69 near Mountville. So if you guys in this area, again, take your precautions, get underground into the lowest airmost part of your building, like a bathroom or closet, because this is actually looking to be relatively strong, relatively quick here. I'm seeing 66 on top of 37. If I'm doing my math correctly, which isn't typical, that's about 103 mile an hour delta velocity.
Oh,
And
not more. I have 110 next to 12.
110, oh, yeah, that's nice. And that's on regular velocities. And I have 110 under 7, so that'd be over 100 in this instance. And I got a new IEM-bot report. I'm going to have to really start monitoring IEM-bot closely here. It's going to become very important.
On SRV, I have like what is this? 66 on 50. So yeah.
Yeah, that's
110.
what I was looking at.
Yeah. Oh, I just got back. Sorry.
Yeah, all good.
We're still working on some other things behind the scenes to get this information out.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't go 45.
I am
On
as
the-
well,
on the
considering the probabilities that just issued on that watch. But
Yeah.
someone just said something that kind of nerves me and another. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but they said watch them double upgrade at 20Z.
Maybe.
So I just remembered is I have something at 1 that I'm going to need you guys to take over for me for a little bit then.
All right.
but I will be back relatively shortly after. There's Matt again.
Yeah, I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry.
Okay. So this is going to be heading off, like I said, towards Utah and the general vicinity and around that area. So if you guys in that area, you need to take your precautions and get into your safe space. If I could have y'all monitor social media, if you guys can get any kind of photos, if there happens to be anyone on this. I'm not actually sure if there is or not, but let me switch this over here.
I'm just watching some other servers where shapers are right now. If they have anything before they put it on social media.
I don't think there are even any spotters on this. No, there aren't yet. So
Yeah, probably not. Not this early, no.
no.
I mean, I wouldn't.
There's a few people up by freaking geez, yeah, United States Route 11, but that's north of the warning. So
We are at 135 people right now.
yeah,
Makes
word of mouth.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Base Cape in Central Mississippi. Just
yeah, that is true. Well, guys, really appreciate your weather content. I'm watching from Denmark. Appreciate the watching in, man.
Yo, the Denver
Appreciate your
people
support.
here. The Danes. That's what they're called, Danes.
Indeed.
Or is it Danish?
Brandon is chasing in Gordo, Alabama. Good to know. Howell Harem, Georgia, B. I'm terrified. Let me look. I need to find the place.
Lance said that he would be DMing you stuff like last time.
All right. So Harem is just north and east of, northwest of Atlanta. So you guys will actually be seeing the later stages of this. You could see some damaging winds and potentially a tornado. However, at that point, it'll be later at night, so I don't see a big risk being forecast in around your area. However, still be weather aware, still be alert if a warning gets issued for your area.
And my internet just took a shit, so now I'm on my hotspot. Let's
And
go.
Logan is on number 3.
Hard to consider that a curse, but
Hey, I'm clean so far. Do we have a new severe warning, or am I losing my mind? No, I'm not losing my mind. So this is severe thunderstorm warning for Paulding, Cobb, Floyd, Polk, and Bartow. That will be in effect until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
hang on. I'm gonna send something just real quick. I want you to look at the difference between these two frames in the Jackson cell, and tell me what you noticed. I got a screenshot of the other one real quick. Come on. There it goes. Yeah, what do you notice between the two of them?
I noticed how fast it's moving first off.
Well, that, and also look at how the hook is splitting.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that.
Morgan, real quick, look at the two images I just sent. Tell me the big thing you notice between the two scales.
The fact that there's 2 inflow notches on one of them.
Hey, Morgan. So
Yeah.
we're deciding that we're gonna end up going separately. We're gonna ride separate cars, just because of the fact if one of us breaks down or something along those lines, that
Okay.
we have another way out. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
if it's cool, I'd like to invite him to the chat so he can be in the voice chat as well, since we'll be riding separately.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second.
10-4. Just want to check up here by Birmingham again. See what we got going on with this. This looks to be linear at the moment. So for anyone that was concerned about a tornado up by Birmingham, Fultondale, Gardendale, they look to be fine, at least at this moment. Starpoint Pinson needs to be monitored. Argo potentially down the line. But for right now, it looks to be okay. Alright.
Akron's now about 15 minutes out from that rotation of the tornado warning.
Indeed. So if you guys are in Akron, if you haven't already, you need to take your safe space.
Cyprus, I'd probably give about.
Yeah, the cap is stronger than it was expected to be in northern Mississippi.
On top of that, EML transport is much more significant. The surface-based cape is steeper too.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Alright, he's in. He's
Okay.
gonna use the bathroom. We're talking about going north to Columbus. How does that sound? Is that yes, no, possibly? We're talking.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think you might want to stay south, though, at least for the moment. Are you guys in Macon?
Yeah, we're in Macon still. We're still sitting here at the Shell station in Macon.
I would either go to Columbus or wait a little bit.
I mean, yeah, because he said that model.
It's not detrimental because either way, it's not the furthest distance from you. So. Crap. Okay, there we go. So, the tornado warning has been updated is now for a tornado and quarter-sized hail. So this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Allison or near Utah, moving northeast of 45. So locations that will remain to be impacted include Utah, Moundville, Akron, Allison, Walden Quarters, Wedgeworth, Evansville, Selma Lock and Dam, Moundville Airport, Phipps. Sorry. Utah Municipal Airport, Mountain State Park, Elliott's Creek, Harper Hill, and Havana. If you guys are in that area and have not taken your precautions, you need to do so now, as this is going to continue to head up and towards your area.
Okay, so what I was going to say is, for you, Matt, the smartest idea, and this is coming from some big-time storm chasers that were talking in Storm Track last night, the smartest idea is to stay north and cell hop south.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. My biggest
Can you look at
concern with
Maryland?
that-
Yeah, I will
Here's
actually look
my
at
biggest
Maryland
concern.
momentarily.
Here's my biggest concern with cell hopping south, right? So the thing is, these cells today are going to be moving fast, like really fast, 55, 60 miles an hour, somewhere around that area, right? So here's my thing. If we're up north, right, and then we're trying to drop south on a cell, and these things are
Ain't
moving
nothing.
that fast, and we can't drive that fast on whatever road we're on, we're going to core punch. And then we're going to get caught in the RFD or something.
Yeah,
like
and then
that.
you have a
So-
problem. So,
And then we have a problem. Exactly. That's my thing. So that's why I'm kind of trying to decide what we want to do.
flood warning has been issued for Mississippi River near Greenfield, Mississippi. That will be in effect until April 1 at 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Jeez, I can't tell what this thing is doing. Spectrum width now looks extremely disorganized.
All right.
Yeah, regardless of disorganization, these storms can wrap up really quickly with this atmosphere that we've got going on right now. So if you guys are in this area around Utah, Akron, Cypress, Mountville, you need to take your precautions. There's really no room to take risks with this.
All right, he's in. Good. Okay. Going. Okay, yeah, we're just going. Jacob, I'll follow you.
All right, here, let me get my map started up. Just north, and then what road is it? I don't remember what road it is to get to.
God, I'm going to confuse you two
45
during the
45?
stream.
All right.
You sound too similar. Big yikes.
Do we?
Rage says he almost just died to lightning.
Huh?
Oh,
Breedy.
Ray just almost died to lightning. Yikes.
That X-Truck's blocking me in, bro.
He's just a weather magnet.
I mean, you're not wrong, honestly.
The weather chases him.
He is the weather.
Honestly, though.
No, that's you, Morgan.
I know the weather had a massive forehead. So this is now 48 on top of 31-ish, just weakened again. So that's 36. Sorry, 44 on top of 30. I don't know why I said 36. High risk legit chased me for a second week in a row. Yeah, I would like to say the high risk has chased right now for the second time. Just
He wasn't in the high risk in the first initial outlook, and then it chased him afterwards.
Pretty much. Oh god, you see the bruh. That stuff is screaming.
Oh man, I'm playing the new Civ 6 DLC in Tuscaloosa. Let me know if I'm gonna get clapped during the game. Yeah, we'll do. I don't think there's anything too bad by you at the moment, but spotty showers in the moment. Later on, you're gonna be at a threat for some supercells. So we'll monitor that as time goes along. And I'm gonna have to leave in 10 minutes, just briefly, but still.
I can't get my Bluetooth to work anymore. This is making me sad.
Note center point, y'all. Because the outbound winds just got very strong, so I'm wondering if there's gonna be something trying to form there.
Can't get my Bluetooth to work anymore. This is making me sad.
There it goes.
Yeah.
I got a warning earlier today from my phone. Just now, there's water in my lightning board, bro.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, it looks like it was just the charger. I switched the chargers and it's been working fine. So
Yeah. Can you look at the cell over Columbia west of Hattiesburg, Mississippi? Storms look like they are getting that look. Give me a minute. Yeah, I will. New Orleans. I am not. Tornado warning continues. So that's for green and hail. That will be until 12:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So you got another 30 minutes, 40 minutes on that, actually. So for those areas, you still need to remain in your shelters for the next foreseeable future. Hattiesburg, there isn't really much. It looks like scattered storms at the moment, but we'll watch the environment for future development for sure. The main concern in terms of storm development right now is Jackson.
Bro, thank God. All these...
Hey, Morgan.
Hmm.
I'm sending you something personal. Take a look at it. You can actually see the frickin' hook forming in Alabama on Visible. That's what's terrifying me. If you look close enough at it, you can see the hook and the rotation forming in the visible satellite.
Where in Alabama? The Utah cell?
Yeah. Just watch the frame, pay specific attention to that part of Alabama, and you'll see it near the end.
Yikes.
You see it?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Man, that's...
And that last image
Jeez.
is now just about 20 minutes old. A new image is about to come in.
If you're in the Akron area, you need to get to cover.
Yeah, Akron needs to be in their safe space.
Big time.
Can drop back to this. So the Columbus radar is now showing 60 on top of 13, but that's 6,500 feet, and I believe Birmingham is closer, so I'll just use Birmingham, and Birmingham's radar spiked as well. This is now 98 on top of 7. It'd be about 90 because the winds are going in the same direction, but storm relative velocity says 53 on top of 36. So if you guys are in Akron, Cypress, areas like that, you need to be in your safe space. This is really not something we can take risks with here, and I will say that all day long.
Definitely not.
Either 57 on top of 32, so you're getting on 100 there. Or sorry, 90. Quick maths. Birmingham issues. Sorry, continues severe thunderstorm warning. That'll be for Blount, Jefferson, St. Clair. That's for Birmingham. Sorry, north of Birmingham. That will be will remain in effect rather until 12:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So you got another 20 minutes on that if you're in those areas. The Cypress cell is actually starting to wrap a little bit. Sorry, the Akron cell rather. Starting to wrap around a little bit on reflectivity. It's starting to get that presence that we look for in terms of tornadic development, and velocities just really say the story here. And I just got 3 notifications. Velocities in this instance do really say the story here. So if you guys are in that area, you need to be in your shelters. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it here.
I think it's on the ground. I just don't think it's picking up a debris signature because it hasn't gone over anything yet.
Yeah, it's going over trees and to hell, a
100%
river.
on the ground. I'd be willing to bet.
It's a spectrum with spike at 31 knots. That's 5,000 feet, though, so I really don't know. God, that's strong. Yeah, velocity's just rendered out, folks. So, in this instance,
I got
59,
12.
59 on top of 28. That's really close to 90, and in this instance, that would be what we would really call tornadic in this case. Let's take a look at NROT. It is showing values above 1, which would indicate that there could be a tornado on the ground at this time, in accordance with everything else. Apparently, Bray has hail and flooding, so that's nice.
Okay, so in the Taylorsville area, there was some tennis ball sized hail.
Yikes! Where is that?
Oh, wow. It is like flat out here. Wow. Okay.
Speaking
the
of
Atlanta,
yikes.
so the one near Atlanta in Georgia.
Oh, really? That?
Yeah.
Dang. That's.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, look at Columbus's radar. Logan, you in particular. Look at Columbus's radar and look at the presentation on the tornado warning.
Remind me again what the code for Columbus is.
GWX.
Okay, give me a second.
That looks pretty impressive.
And where am I looking? The tornado warning system?
Yep. Yeah, it does show 2-inch hail, and that is Taylorsville, so that would make sense. So our hail is an elevator for that with this. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
oh, good lord.
it supports your thesis. So if we're looking up 6,800 feet, 67.
That's a delta velocity of about 100.
67 on top of 56. That would be, that's looking up a little bit in the sky, however. Looking up about a mile in the sky, actually. So, but yeah, it just goes to show, yeah, I would still be willing to bet that's on the ground.
Akron is about to get hit.
Yeah, and Akron's about to get hit, so if you guys are in that area, you need to be in your safe space. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is now 104 under 8, so it'd be about 95, if I'm doing my math correctly. By the way, y'all, monitor Birmingham. Something might be happening.
Yeah, I was going to say,
there.
look northeast of Birmingham. And it has
something might be
TVS
happening in that
indicator.
severe warning. There's a TVS on it, and there's actually really strong winds by Trussville, so monitor that.
Yeah.
Also, you want to keep an eye on the sales by Jackson. They're not much now, but I think that's what's going to really initiate once it hits
I'm
Alabama.
on top of the Jackson stuff, by the way. I have that up. And,
Yeah, that's
stuff.
AJ's thing, so I'll let him handle that.
I know.
I'm waiting on it to start going, and it's taking its time. But once it goes, it's going to be... I'm going to be busy in like an hour, I think. So that's why I'm not talking much.
It's unfortunate.
Alright, I have to go do my thing really quickly, so I'll probably be back, hopefully, within the next 30 minutes. I trust y'all. If you... Oh, Jesus. Columbus radar just said 109 on top of 34, so I'd be willing to bet more than anything that this is on the ground at this point.
Hey, are you going to put one of us on, like, a screen share? Are you going to, like, put one of our screen shares on OBS or something, or...?
If you guys want me to, I can.
Yeah.
Or I can trust y'all to talk. I can probably keep my headphones in, and just relocate to where you guys are staying. I just won't be able to talk because I'll be on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're mainly going to be using BMX radar, so as long as you have that up.
All right, folks, I'll be back. Until then, I'm going to turn it to Cody, Logan, and AJ. You guys have the floor.
Yes. I'd just scan it to the Akron and Cypress area. We'll just talk about itself pretty much. And I'll be reading chat, so if chat has questions or anything, I'll try and get to them.
I want to keep an eye on this thing.
109 on 36. 33.6.
Yeah, the SRV for me is about the same delta. It's been pretty strong rotation since we went through Utah. I believe it's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Utah.
It weakened a little bit.
It's weakened a bit, yeah.
On this frame.
I mean, right now this is going to be going through Akron, probably just south of or through Cypress and Moundville.
Moundsville? Okay.
Yeah, but then if we look, or it's going to be south of Knoxville, I think, mostly. Let me look. How big is Knoxville? Yeah, it's going to be south of Knoxville. But it's going to go through Cypress, Moundville. I'm trying to see what else is in the way of this thing. Duncanville. This is going to be headed towards what highway is this? This would be GR. State Route 69. Nice. It's going to be headed towards that here in about storm ocean. Let me track this. Going to be there in about, I'd say 15, 20 minutes maybe. I believe the storm track on GR is every 15 minutes there's a line, right?
Yes.
That's the setting. Okay, yeah. I've been using so many different programs recently. So yeah, so it's going to be there about 15, 20 minutes.
Pickinsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
It's now right over Akron.
Somebody is asking about Murfreesboro. Oh yeah, hopefully Murfreesboro doesn't get hit very bad. Aren't they in the high risk?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think Murfreesboro's in the high risk.
45 on
exactly
63.8. 45.9 over 63.8.
So 45 on 63, about 100.
About 108.
110, something like that.
108 roughly.
Something like that.
I love how it took GR2 this long, but it finally put up a TVS.
Finally, yeah. Well, GR2's algorithms are they're actually pretty outdated. The TVS algorithms on it.
True, but I guess one of the bright sides to that is they're more accurate than something like radar scopes is.
Do I have sounding? Yes.
Jefferson County, Alabama reports hail of 1 inch.
Oh, this hook.
1 mile southeast of Gardendale.
Guys, look at the Akron Hill. The radar presentation just went nuts.
Yeah, it's been going nuts for a bit here. That's a really
Ooh.
Negative 96 on.
As much as it terrifies me, the next update, I would not be surprised to see a debris ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, earlier they had a little bit of what might have been a debris ball, but also could have just been hail wrapping around the back end of the core and into the inflow.
I mean, there's a tad bit of hail there, but not enough to majorly throw off.
I hope that the presentation, the way it's going right now, I hope that's it gusting out this circulation, but I don't think it is. I think it is actually getting ready to continue.
Yeah.
I hope it gusts out, but it's headed into some areas that are actually not too sparse up by Cypress. See a lot of farmhouses off the highway there, and yeah.
It looks like somebody in Twisted Fate in Severe Weather Chat posted a picture from Moundville Skycam. In Moundville, looks like a funnel maybe, if not on the ground.
Okay.
I just got the newest frame, and yeah.
I can't tell. It's kind of hard to see from here, but.
Okay, what was that?
Oh yeah, the
flash flood and severe.
Morgan, if you hear this, can you put it onto the reflectivity real quick?
Oh, look at what Brayson.
Because I want chat to see the newest frame. I want chat to see this. Preferably smoothed actually, because it's a bit harder to decipher it unsmoothed. Yeah, there we go.
Lowndes County, Mississippi now. All right.
And also, this might be a bit to ask, but whenever you can you send me your color table? Because mine is actually horrible looking when it's smoothed.
Yeah, this is hooking real hard.
Color table for what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Color table for what?
So far, nothing really on the CC though. At least, so that's good to see. There's nothing.
So far.
AJ, what do you want a color table for?
A little bit popping up where the TVS is area. That's it.
We also have a new mesos.
Sorry, I'm gonna. No, this is in what county? Akron. Oh, it's on the only tour. That would make sense.
We also have a new severe thunderstorm warning northeast of Birmingham too, and that's moving at 60. So
yeah,
only 60. Might be the first time I've said only 60 in reference to storm motion.
Right.
Thank you.
This thing's about to hit Cypress in about 5 minutes. Or track southwest of Cypress, just by a tad bit though. Like not by much. It's gonna miss it by maybe less than a mile.
We're at 212 people watching. Everyone who's new here, please take the time to like and share this stream. We are here to get things sent out to people.
Word out to as many people as possible.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Because of you right now, by liking and sharing this, is going to help us save lives today.
Color table area.
Where's Clay?
Yeah,
Clay?
yeah, Clay is actually kind of a bit concerning as well.
Which cell is that?
The other severe warning just to the northeast of Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a TBS on that. I have a.
I do. It has
I'm
a
only
TBS
rotating,
meso
but I don't
of
have a
7.
TBS.
It has a TBS meso of 7. At least the one it's reporting.
Oh yeah, it's got a TVS for me as well. Threshold of 8.
Birmingham continuous tornado warning for hail. 12:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Okay, looking back, let's go look back at this tornado warning.
I did not want to place a marker there. I want to get the storm relative motion.
Okay, velocities
Ouch.
are really screaming right now.
This thing's gonna miss Cyprus just barely to the south and east.
I got 100 over 15 right now. 16.8. 38. 100 over 38. Let's look at spectrum width. Spectrum width is doing okay right now. Checking social media to see if there's anything going on, if we have any reports of a tornado on the ground.
Mobile AFD actually does mention, and I quote, and becomes sustained would quickly develop supercell characteristics and the potential to produce potentially long track, strong to violent tornadoes.
Spam has
Low
a
altitude.
Spam has a video feed in Utah right now.
You gonna be able to see much from Utah though? I mean, it's kind of past Utah a bit.
That's true. That's true. It depends on which way the camera's looking. Okay, let's check. Morgan, go 4 panel if you can. Go 4 panel if you can. Okay, so let's continue to talk about this cell, but also look at others.
I
got 100 on 50. I got 100 on 76.
Holy shit.
So,
Sure.
Cyprus, I have 125 next to 1.
You have
Yeah,
123?
I have 125 next to 1 on Cyprus.
Yep. 125. Trying to figure out where this. It's very possible that we have a tornado on the ground right now.
The Cypress cell, it looks like that's wedging out, actually.
Yeah.
So we might have a large tornado on the ground here in just a second.
Yep. 126 on.
Can you take a look at CC real quick? It looks like one of them is dropping, but I can't tell if that's just contamination or if that is.
If you're referring to Cyprus, the hail.
That's just hail contamination.
That's in the inflow notch.
I think it's a little more apparent what that is with the new scan, actually.
Okay. Just waiting. Oh, I got a yellow TDS now. I got a yellow TDS.
Yeah.
TVS.
Of course, the ellipse decides to die today. Thank you.
This has really strong inflow. If it's not on the ground now, it's going to be any minute. If it is not on the ground now, it is going to be any minute.
Don't doubt it.
I think it is, actually, right now.
It's very hard to
It just
tell.
might not be picking anything up right now. It could be on the ground.
Let me see if we have any chases that are on this storm currently.
I'm looking at the Birmingham radar right now, and Birmingham radar paints it to be on the ground.
See, here's the thing, though.
Tornado warning extended.
Here's the thing, though. If there were any chasers on it and it was on the ground, I'm sure it would have been reported, unless it's just too rain-wrapped to tell.
Tornado warning for Bibb and Tuscaloosa until 1:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Indicated 1.75 inch.
Correct. Here, I'll read it out. So the National Weather Service in Birmingham has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Tuscaloosa County in west central Alabama, central Bibb County in central Alabama. At 12:11 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Moundsville, or 16 miles north of Greensboro, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. The hazards are tornado and golf ball-sized hail. This is radar-indicated rotation, and it just got really strong, the hook. On the last scan, it's really wrapping. It's really, really wrapping. And we have a CC drop, possibly.
Maybe. Yeah.
No,
maybe?
no, not yet. It's maybe.
There's a lot of CC noise. That's the issue. There's a lot of noise.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's also pretty. It's not too far from the radar.
Yeah, it's not that far at all.
But like we keep on reiterating, if it is not on the ground now, it will be very, very soon. If it is not on the ground now, it will be very, very soon. Locations impacted on this tornado warning extension include Brent, Centerville, Moundsville, Lakeview, Brookwood, Coling, Vance, Woodstock, West Blockman, Tannehill Ironworks State Park, Low Gap, Mertz, Mercedes-Benz of Alabama, Yoleen, North Bibb, Maxwell, Hull, Hagler, Green Pond, and Pearson. If you're in these locations, you need to get to cover now. There could be a large, dangerous tornado on the ground as we speak. We're not exactly getting very good radar information right now. So we cannot tell you if a tornado is on the ground at all yet. Look at the most recent scan, guys.
Here, let me take a cross section. That actually would be very smart to actually see whether this is truly CC or no. It's got to be new velocity, new reflectivity scan. Literally just wraps the hook. So now we have a donut hole. It's 100% on the ground.
Yeah, that is probably a tornado on the ground. I expect it to go tornado confirmed very, very soon.
CC is a little bit inconclusive on height.
Checking.
Yeah, that's a CC. Yeah, that's on the ground. That's a CC.
So,
yeah, I mean, it looks like it from what I'm looking at.
And keep in mind, it may not have that big of a CC drop if it's not hitting any structures, except for trees too. But let's take a look at this. I'm pulling up radar scope right now.
I don't know how well you can hear me, Matt, but do you want to stop at one of these gas stations up here?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
All right, because I'm getting my service was going out all along there, so but I've got good service right here, so.
Terry Darwin.
That's good.
We do have chasers. We have chasers in Tuscaloosa right now. It looks like.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. You said chasers in Tuscaloosa? I don't doubt that.
Correct. They might be dropping south on this storm right now. It looks like a couple.
I was gonna say they'll probably drop south at any second.
Also, that little cell over Knoxville is also rotating.
Over Knoxville, Alabama, or Tennessee?
Alabama. It's literally right behind this Mountville. So
I'm willing to bet, Jacob, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm willing to bet Timmer's at one of these gas stations just hanging out.
Yeah, I'd agree.
okay.
Yeah, public reports
I've
1
got
inch
good
hail.
service here, so I can actually hear what people are saying.
I might need to get ice, to be honest, for my cooler.
It's up to you. I mean, we've got.
I'm gonna mute real quick.
Stopping this show.
I'm willing to bet he's just hanging around somewhere around here.
Okay.
I mean, I could also see him biting and already halfway in Alabama right now.
That's true.
Looking at the most recent radar scans, the velocities are getting tighter. Not just faster, but tighter.
Well, not necessarily tighter. It's broadening, but velocities are still increasing. It's likely wedging out at this time. It's not already large.
Negative 100, 110 over. Oh wait, what's that new?
Parking jump is not the greatest.
Look at the new CC scan. I'm gonna take a 3.
I can't park. Jesus.
I'm gonna take
a
I'm in. That's what matters.
Okay,
oh my god, new velocity scan came in. That is still pretty tight too.
It's tighter. Yeah, it is getting tighter. And yeah, it got stronger. Velocities got stronger. So yeah, it's negative 100 on 20 almost. Negative 100 on 18.
EM-bot just went off again. Birmingham continues tornado warning for hail until 12:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So again, if you're in the path of this, you need to be in your safe place now. Put as many walls as you can between you and the tornado. There's likely a large, dangerous tornado on the ground at this time.
What's in here? I have a whole case, and then 8 more Gatorade something. I got 10 minutes.
Birmingham updates the severe thunderstorm warning. Cancels Jefferson County, Alabama. Continues Blount, Calhoun, Etowah, St. Clair, and Talladega until 1:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 0.25 inch hail.
All right. Ugh.
2.5. All right. Yeah, even stronger donut hole in the new scan.
What the heck?
Is that my phone making that?
Jeez.
God.
Whose mic is that?
I have no idea. I think it's Matt.
Is that my phone doing that?
Yeah,
That might have been yours.
Was that mine? Good.
Yes.
I think so.
What did he do? Did he like throw into a cement
Bag
bag?
of burritos down their mouth.
It sounded like he rubbed his phone mic against sandpaper.
Sounded like he was getting bored.
That it looks like
Hey, guys, we do have a CC drop now. This is a tornado. I'm going to say it now. This is a tornado on the ground.
Oh, that is a big CC. Holy.
That is a tornado on the ground, a couple miles east of Cypress and southeast of Moundsville, heading towards Duncanville, Yoleen, West Blockton, and all of the little neighborhoods
Oh
in
yeah,
this
that's a
area.
big CC. Oh yeah, that's a big CC drop.
I'm waiting for the download because I don't have a CC drop
Ooh.
yet.
Yeah,
it
new radar
ran-
frame too.
It
Just came in.
continued wrapping
debris
quickly.
ball.
Large CC drop on
Yeah.
the ground.
And now we have an NROD of
Tor R.
2.15. So
It
yeah,
just
this
went
is
Tor
definitely-
R.
Tornado warning. Tornado observed.
It
for
just went
Hale County.
Torard.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just went Torard, okay.
It just went Torard.
Tornado confirmed on the ground, west-southwest of Duncanville, Alabama, heading towards Yoleen. It will likely cross, what road is that?
Oh my god, the new
The
scan.
one Yolene's on, that would be
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now
so-
that scan just came for the CC. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's got a big donut in it too.
Yeah, it's got it's starting to lose
100%. Yeah, that's on the
starting
ground.
to lose pixels on
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm looking in that direction.
yeah.
First classic supercell of the day, too. Actually.
And they updated the other tornado warning for a Torr as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's all toward now.
It's all toward.
Toward, yes.
There's now a tornado confirmed on the ground, like I said, probably about 4 or 5 miles west-southwest of Duncanville,
Yeah,
Alabama.
everything's developing southwest of us. Oh my bad.
This is a very dangerous situation. If you live in the path of this, please get to cover now. Let's see. Does Morgan have the cell on still?
I have no clue.
I believe he does. Let me check. Yeah, he's got it on still.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
good.
still moving the camera and everything. He's doing a good job. He's doing fine.
Alrighty, good.
Thanks, Morgan. Yeah, Duncanville, Olean, Coling, Vance, West Blockton, Woodstock, Caffey Junction, even Lakeview. This is going to go, I think, just north of Centerville, I'd assume. I think it's going to go north of Centerville. But, yeah.
It wasn't supposed to go off.
It's got a debris ball with purple on radar now. That CC drop is massive. This is a large and very dangerous, large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground right now. A very large and extremely dangerous tornado is on the ground right now.
I want to see if.
It's not PDS yet, but that's a huge CC drop, yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's a huge CC drop. There is purple on the radar.
Yeah, and that's heading right for the southern part of the Birmingham Metro. Uber, Vestavia.
I hope it
Yeah,
continues its
125.
deviation to the east. Last thing we need is just
Getting 125 on 30. 125 on 30 right now.
Time I take.
Okay, so let's see. I'm looking up where this is going
a
to
quick
cross.
look back north towards the northeast of Birmingham. That
Before everything kicks off. Ugh.
This tornado is heading. This tornado is heading, and it looks to cross. It looks to cross Highway 82, maybe just south of Duncanville. There are what looks to be possibly some residential areas that could be impacted, though, by this. Not very large, but there's probably some farmhouses currently. And at any moment, this tornado can turn left or right and impact Duncanville directly or Yoleen directly.
Yeah, I just want to note, I did a slice of it with CC, and there's debris being lofted to at least 9,000 feet up there. So
And there's a hole on the
reflectivity now has a TDS, so this is 100% on the ground.
yeah,
There's now a hole on the velocity scan too.
so this is
Yeah.
probably a significant tornado, I'd say at this point.
Correct.
Just from what we know about how high stuff gets lofted and what that means.
This is likely a very significant, large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground as we speak. If you are in Duncanville, if you are in Yoleen, you need to be in a safe spot right now.
There's two chasers right out in front of in the path of this thing.
Yeah.
Who?
Brandon Clement and Charles Peak.
Okay.
Oh, Brandon's front of it.
Is he streaming? Is Brandon streaming?
I hold up. I can
I have
actually
no
literally
clue.
just go look because I know him. I don't think he is. No.
No. Okay.
No.
Any of you who
He's
are
on LSC right now, I believe. Yeah, he's on LSC. Debris is up to 12,000 feet now as well. So.
Okay.
I
He's
think
on live
Reed
stream?
is just south of Birmingham.
Yeah, Clement's on live stream, but you can't see much on his. It's all just rain. I'll tell y'all if he gets into it.
Well, yeah, because he's got the he's in front of the rain core.
Yeah, I got that picture in pictures. So who's the other guy? I can see if he's streaming.
Charles Peak, Peek.
I think is Peak with Clement? He might be with Clement.
And they're driving out of there now. They're getting out of the way.
Peak might be with Clement.
Look at the most recent velocity scan, and the debris ball on the couplet is gotten stronger. This is a very, very dangerous tornado.
I got 135 next to 8.
I just want to note that the CC drop is about 2 miles wide. So
the CC drop is about 2 miles wide.
Inflow is so strong, it's developing an inflow tail. Like, you can actually see the inflow now on radar.
Yeah.
Like, it's so strong, it itself is indicating a TVS.
Look at that massive hole on the couplet, or on the velocity. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground.
New scan actually has the velocities weakened slightly.
Yeah, velocity's weakened to the one I'd seen.
Okay.
And I can turn off my spotter network thing for now, because otherwise that's just.
Yeah, this is our first large tornado of the day. This will likely not be our last.
No, it's definitely not gonna be the last. This is ahead of all of it. This is early stuff too.
Yeah, this isn't even part of the main event, honestly.
And also, I am watching the stuff, but I'm currently working on getting my color table set up.
Tornado Warren just went PDS. Tornado Warren just went PDS.
It looks like James
PDS. Oops.
James Spann might have video of it.
Yeah. I'll just note for anyone wondering, the stuff back in Mississippi is starting to get going. It's starting to fire up. So
this is a particularly dangerous situation, guys. This is a significant, potentially violent tornado on the ground. This CC drop is massive. How high is it going now?
I saw 12,000 feet a couple minutes ago. I haven't looked back since that.
All right, I'm going to read the warning text since this is actually PDS and not just a regular tornado warning. Tornado warning remains in effect until 1:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Tuscaloosa and central Bibb counties. At 12:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located near Low Gap, or 15 miles southeast of Tuscaloosa, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, radar confirmed tornado. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to